All right, and welcome to the Mike and Keith Show podcast.
Yeah.
Dude,
son.
actually, I had some facts about this podcast, bro, that I want to talk about. You know how Logan Paul, talks about how Maverick always sponsors their podcast? Well, we're actually, we got some analytics behind our podcast, dude, that I want to share.
We already have like facts and knowledge behind, there's lore already.
Yeah, we've got a Wikipedia, dude.
That's crazy. I wonder who created it.
Our podcast is actually the most creative podcast on the platform of YouTube. Yeah, dude. We have segments. We've got things that no one has ever talked about or even thought of before. Thoughts that have been unthunked.
Wait, is that like debunked? But then
no. It's like before you can even think of it. Oh, we've already got those.
I was about to say, because you're saying,
we're gonna be.
These analytics are like. Already there before the first podcast is uploaded, so that's crazy.
I'm saying that
they already know what's coming. Yeah,
we've got fourth dimensional analytics, dude.
Whoa.
That's it. So we've got some topics down here written
that
you can't see. We gotta listen. We're gonna be looking down. We gotta be honest,
dude.
So we got some
trying to be dishonest. Like, you calling me a liar? I was trying to joke.
I'm sorry. I didn't roll with it. My bad.
It's gonna be obvious. I was gonna put it up there so we didn't even have to mention it. But
I will
put it down here.
Future,
we're obviously gonna have to mention it because we're.
Anyways, moving on. We've got some topics written down that no one has ever covered before, and these topics are actually written in different languages beyond the human language. So
it's crazy to think that cursive will be described as a different language.
You think so? Do you think so?
100 years from now, 150.
I don't think so.
It's like a lost. It'll be a lost.
It's a lost. It's more like a lost art, dude. Lost art of tribal tattoos. You know how that's kind of going away. The more indigenous, or not indigenous, but the more tribes that haven't been affected by third world countries.
Will it be something that makes a comeback? You think?
I think, I
think it might make a comeback.
I think so. Like during like the Blade Runner times, dude. Like Blade Runner movies, they kind of got like.
Do you think we'll ever like adopt a universal like writing language?
Yes, I think that there will be a time. I personally think that there'll be a time where everything is so connected because English is already the business language of the world. Right.
I wish it was something more like spoken.
I wish
is one thing, but like written. I wish that I grew up learning how to write all fancy, like crazy Japanese.
But if you think so, actually, okay. Now that I think about it, biblically, we were afflicted by God to have different languages.
Yeah, we
were meant to not be able to. But I think because we are this is what I believe. Because I believe that we are a creation of God's image. That eventually we will become closer to God and become more universal. I think we could reunite with the language. But I think that'll cross boundaries once we start
it's not like now.
Outer earthly things. I feel like that's once we leave Earth, I think that's when we'll get closer to more of a universal language.
I mean, even right now, though, with the technology we have, if you get like a large group of just random people trying to communicate, it's not going to work. But if you get a company that hires a group of people all to build a rocket and they're all from different countries, they're all going to be able to communicate, dude. I worked in the back of a house of a kitchen.
Well,
not just that.
Think about,
I worked in the back of a house of a restaurant.
No, I understand because,
me and the Spanish guy were working right next to each other, and he literally didn't speak any English. It was down in the Keys. And I took the first day, it was terrible, dude, because there was no communication. I didn't understand. The next day, dude, I brought my phone in and started using Google Translate for shit, dog. And the shit was like much better, dude.
That's sick, dog.
It was crazy.
So listen, bro. You've also worked construction, and in construction, there's a large portion of Spanish speakers, and people from other countries, like the Albanian group we've got.
There's usually at least one like spokesperson though that speaks pretty decent.
There's like the leader,
and they'll
but when you're one-on-one with the people who don't speak English as well, the way you communicate is the very little knowledge you may have of their language, along with hand gestures, movements, objects, right? So, and with that combination, if you're someone who at least knows a few words in their language, you can communicate pretty well.
Man. Like you take 10, you alien abduct 10 random people from every country that speak differently. What are you talking about? I'm using fictional things.
Let's try to refrain from saying alien when we're talking about Spanish speakers.
Oh, that's messed up.
I just don't want to get on the touchy subject, you know? People might start hopping fences to come up here and beat me, you know?
So you take these random people, though, that don't have any knowledge. They've chosen to stay separate. Okay. And, like, some people just refuse to, you know, learn
to assimilate. I understand.
Any little tiny bit. Sure. Like, honestly, I don't know any Japanese. I don't know any... Like, so many different... But I don't know what they mean. You know what I mean? Like,
it's thank you very much, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, I mean, you would have a hard time just using lyrics from the little limited songs that you've listened to of these different languages.
Well, I also
You're going to use like the Ricky Martin songs that you've listened to and Ricky Iglesias to speak to someone in Spanish. Well, you wouldn't have to because you have...
I have some experience with
most
Spanish
people in Southern
we
America.
We live in Florida, so we have more of an opportunity. And I actually do want to progress my Spanish and take it more seriously and start to learn. I'm trying to learn like a word a day.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, I learned lunch almuertas, which is a good word for me to learn because of the almuertas. That is a hard.
That's another thing
and
too,
I can roll my tongue.
I had a lot of words in my vocabulary, Spanish words, when I was working with those people, but it's been like
when you don't flex that muscle, bro, you lose it.
I've lost all of it.
But then you're gonna have a car accident and be fluent in Spanish.
No.
Yeah, you wake up from a coma.
In Russian.
Russian, yeah. Nostrovia, sukublieta.
You know, like a lot of.
Well, I think that I was interested in that at a point in time. I did want to kind of be like a polymorph.
Is that a Pokemon?
No. Well, yeah, I think I'm using the wrong. It's polylinguist or something like that. So to be able to communicate fluently in multiple languages, that's something I would be interested in. Actually, in the future, I'd like to take that seriously once I have more of a structured life. I would like to implement some of that. So, you know, I pay attention closely to other languages and try and commit it to memory. So it's intentional.
That's cool. That's cool.
But I do a lot of weird things intentional like that, dude. I'm like a psychopath, bro.
I wish that I had the attention span to like, because that's going to take a lot of time.
Well, I do.
Each one is going to take, you know.
Yeah. I think I do have a
try
gift,
to put like a
memory
guesstimation of how many hours it would take to learn Japanese to speak
10,000.
it. I mean, you're gonna try to speak it and write it.
I would say 10,000. I think
10,000.
You've ever heard of the 10,000 mastery?
So
have you heard about
hour.
the 20? Yeah, the 20 hour.
Like so.
Dude, there's a guy, a YouTuber.
I don't know if that works with languages though.
No, it does, dude. So listen, bro. There's a YouTuber I watch. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but. He's got to be at least 7 foot, dude. This guy seems so tall. He's a black man. I'm not really sure where he lives, but he's a polylinguist, and he speaks fluent in many languages. I'm talking
That's
not
so
multiple, many languages. And oh man, the Chinese people
stuff makes me.
Dude, Chinese people look at him and say, oh. Dude, they're so surprised. And dude, even like the older Chinese people, they'll hit him with their dialect. And he's fluent in dialects, dude.
That's crazy.
He's insane. And he talks about his method of learning. Because he learns every day, obviously. And practices every day. Dude, he was doing like African tribes.
Anything about anything else? Does he know anything about how to use a measuring tape or how to change your oil or how to
watch his videos, and I'm sure you could learn a lot of that because a lot of his videos are just him interacting with people throughout his day. So he wears like a hat with a camera in it, and I'm not sure how legal it is to film people without their knowledge, but he's very innocent. He's not doing it to you know.
That's
doing
always
it,
like made me wonder like
so
how your brain works at that point. Even just knowing 2 languages
real
fluently.
Quick, edit this in and find out what channel that is to promote it, dude. Because we should really watch some of his videos because it's really interesting. It's also a cultural thing. You know, me being a white person, you know, I want to be very culturally adept, you know, because it's like when we're talking about going to Jamaica, how I wish that, you know, I could assimilate more into the culture, and it would be easier if I was a black person coming into it, right?
Yeah.
And how I wish I could experience that part of it, you know, just because it'd be interesting, you know. That's so, you know, me personally, I'm interested in everyone's culture, man, religion and everything.
It sucks that we could not like experience. You know, you could never firsthand experience what it's like to, if you know.
If you know
what
if
it's
you
like
come
for that
in
person.
If you come in with that type of attitude, people can get that vibe off of you, you know, even if there's a cultural barrier. I think people can get that vibe off of you, and if you're in a group already, you know, coming in with somebody who's, you know, well known or something like that, I feel like it'd be, you know, you could get that experience.
There's always going to be a few people though, man. There's so many people who think
that's
so
true.
Backwards.
No, that's culture. True. You're gonna run into that, but you know what? You don't let them ruin your experience.
I think we're moving more towards, you know, acceptance.
I think we are too, bro. And actually,
people try to make it seem like it's so bad, man. But
that's just the loud voices, man. The louder you are, the more attention you get. Yeah. And that's all I see it as. And I think the more internet connects us all, dude, I think, like I said, we'll move to that universal language, you know, universal written, and even peace, man. I think there's gonna be a catastrophe that brings the human race together. I'm not talking about a world war,
dude. It could be some grand.
I'm talking about like some straight up meteor is about to ram Earth, and they're like, okay, bring the best minds this planet has to save the human race.
There was a podcast, Joe Rogan, talked about that, dude. You should put that up, like. I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, you should, bro.
You should listen to it.
After this, we'll go on our Discord.
That's what they talk about, because, man, that's some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like people don't think about that because they're so focused on the day-to-day stuff. And I think that...
I mean, most likely there was already an advanced civilization, at least one, that was completely wiped out.
Well, yeah. Think about the Romans, dude. The Romans are a great example.
No, even more like... Dude,
you gotta think about
podcast,
perspective.
These two people, like Graham Hancock, is all about this. He's on this one path in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if archaeology is it, but it's like
old
school stuff. Randall Carlson is a geologist, and they both came to this like conclusion on their separate lives. They both were on Joe Rogan's podcast, and then all of a sudden they had one together, and it's like both of their theories that they came together, him exploring all of this old ancient civilization stuff, him exploring actual geology, and their stuff lines up, dude. Like, the city of Atlantis may have been real, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I believe it, bro.
Like, the pyramids and stuff are, like, you know, way older than what, like, they say in the history books and stuff. Yeah. They're pointing to, like, this really crazy catastrophe that happened around 12,000 years ago. That like wiped out, like, dude, he like this. They say that all these mammoths in North America they found like were wiped out by hunter gatherers, but the evidence he's showing is that like this huge mile high glacial wall, like wall of ice, came and was just smashing everything.
Dude.
And there's literally rippling effects in the damn earth that prove it, and it's like all of these mammoths' legs are like snapped over. And so
so like something impacted it.
Yeah, and it's like
a hunter-gatherer tribe, dude. They did that, bro.
But it's so crazy because everybody refers to them as pseudoscientists and stuff, and pseudo-archaeologists, because
pseudo means stuff goes, they're just thinking like that. It's just theory, right? Not.
Yeah, but they use it in a condescending tone. No matter what they.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've heard that.
That's not how they're using it.
Sure.
You know? They use it in a condescending way.
Sure, understood. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's important to be.
They have to rewrite history books, dude. Is that a spider or a piece of dust? Either way, it's gone.
I'm not sure
rewrite history, dude. They have to they're giving people.
That's true, dude.
Charging people money to learn these things.
That'd be expensive for the education system. So.
And it's not even just that with archaeology and geology, dude. There's so many different things that there's a set way that we have these things are. and then there's these new studies and new evidence coming forth to like change things. But these people who are set in their ways are like, you know, referring to these people as pseudoscientists, pseudo whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like, you know,
it's whatever. You know, take what you want from that. You know, that's all I say from that.
Well, it's just more people need to know about it because there's a lot of research.
Or be more open-minded to it, at least.
Be open-minded, and you know, there's a lot of research being snuffed because of this stuff, like the ancient civilization stuff, dude. This I'm bad at pronouncing stuff, dude. Especially
Jablinski.
No.
Goblinski.
Göbekli Tepe is like this ancient thing, this like site that they were doing stuff on, but then they got shut. No, site. Like they were doing like ground penetrating radar and stuff like that, dog.
Yeah, dude.
And
that sounds hot, bro.
Dog, they like got shut down because the government's not like into it. They're like, this is how things are. What you guys are trying to do here is to prove like things are different than how they are.
Basically censoring.
You know, it's like they don't want things to change.
That was how it was for marijuana for a long time. You know, they were censoring what sort of studies and information was being released, and there was a lot of propaganda. It's dangerous, dog, with certain things, because what they're talking about is like, there's things like meteors. You're talking like there's things that we need to be worried about. Yeah, seriously.
As a world,
dude,
and we need to come together. And it sucks that it's going to take something like this. That's what Graham thinks. It's like it's going to take something like this.
I think so too.
To bring us all together.
Well, you know,
and hopefully it's not too bad.
Right. I don't think that's a issue. I think that's just how humans are in general. Huge procrastinators, dude. And you know, think about that, dude. Just think about that. So.
Did you see that one thing that came into the atmosphere? I think it was like in Russia, and like flash blinded people for miles and miles, and like it disintegrated before it even hit the ground, dude. Yeah. Like there was one like.
Well, that's not surprising.
In the 90s,
that does happen.
In the 1900s, that like it landed in a big forest area, but it like dude, you should have seen the impact area, dude. Like all the trees are all bent over and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Like, dude, if that would have happened in a city, then things would be way different right now. We would have like this defense thing up or something, like some type of earth defense from meteors.
Dude, yeah, no, that's definitely
true. Shit that we should be worried about that we're really not.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and it might take something crazy happening.
It will. I think it will, dude. I think it's gonna be. My favorite theory is the meteor one, just because I think
favorite one. Yeah. This isn't a movie, dog.
Dude, I know it will be. It will be. It'd make a great movie. It's based on a true story. Could you imagine that, dude? It's Elon scary. Musk, dude, and PewDiePie come together to save the Earth, bro. T-Series funding their project.
Meme review is not going to save the Earth.
Maybe one day, dude. It might. You never know. They're going to call upon everybody to pull together, dude. Freaking farmers are going to be relied on, dude. They're going to be like, listen, if you are passionate about farming, we're going to give you anything you want. You're going to be treated like a king. Just stick to this.
I don't even know if farming, dude, like listening to a lot of those podcasts, dude, has changed my mind about a lot, dude. You should listen to the one with the damn dude from the UF. Yeah. The University of Florida, man. He was on there talking about, I think he was into horticulture is what it's called.
Go Gators.
What's horticulture?
Horticulture?
Horticulture.
Horticulture?
Horticulture.
Horticulture. I couldn't even imagine. If I had to guess.
Dude, he's into like splicing different plants together and stuff like that.
Oh, it is plants?
He's into genetically modifying organisms. But the way people think about that when they first hear it is like it's a bad thing. Yeah. So it's like he's getting the funding for the shit that they're doing is getting shut down. But like when people think about it, they think about pesticides. They think about being pesticides and stuff being sprayed on plants, and it's modifying them and modifying what's in the. Like you get a tomato plant that, you know, has not been pesticide sprayed, and then you get one that has. That's what people think of when they're talking about GMOs. But what he's doing is completely fucking different, dude. They're using like a hydroponic shit. There's no risk. They're not even using like pesticide shit from what I know. So there's not even that. They're taking like an example he gave us like this place in Africa to where the people were vitamin deficient of like a certain vitamin.
Sure.
And the plant that would grow there to give them that, like it won't grow there. It doesn't grow there easily. But I think it was cauliflower does. So they took and infused cauliflower with another plant and like spliced the two together to make the cauliflower have that nutrient in it. And so, you know, it fixes that problem in that area.
So now they have cauliflower and they can get the vitamin because he used genetic modification to put that vitamin into the cauliflower, which grows easily.
But people are scared of it.
Well, yeah, because they think you're playing with God's work. But I think God gave us...
They already... I mean, dude, he was talking about like the bananas we have all came from like one banana. It's just clones.
Yeah, think about corn. We genetically modified corn to be something totally different over natural process. But at the same time, I mean, we did it just in a natural way. When someone's doing it with science, people think you're doing God's work. The people who think that you shouldn't do a vaccine because it's not natural. Or like you shouldn't go to a doctor for your sickness because, you know, you can just pray it away. I think it's great to pray for things, but I think that God gave us the knowledge and the ability to use tools to help those things. I'm not saying abuse drugs, but I'm saying I think you should use medical advancement to your benefit. You know, I think God gave us that, you know, freedom to do that. You know, personally, again, that's my belief, but we've been talking about God a lot, dude. We need to switch to one of these.
Reasoning. Listen, this is an organic fucking experience.
Thanos? I know,
Thanos' reasoning for snapping half the universe away was because resources are finite.
Right.
But it's like, why the fuck didn't he just snap for more resources, dog?
You know?
Doesn't make any sense. So, like, why are we going to sit here and allow everything to plummet into everything? Well, a lot of people seem to be insane, too, because in real life, resources are fucking finite. So if we have a way to grow things, like, dude, he was talking about some crazy shit, dude. He's talking about like
which guy
instead of the dude from UF.
Okay.
So he was talking about like, you know, instead of there's more and more people being born.
Right. Yeah.
More and more resources needed.
Sure.
More and more people wanting to eat organically. More and more people wanting to eat healthy and organically.
Sure.
And how much harder it is to grow things that way, and harder it is to like raise grass-fed cows than regular corn-fed cows and stuff. They need way more space. It's like a problem to the solution is to build, you know, like tall buildings that, you know, instead of going out this way, go up this way.
Yeah, because you can like make grass,
a building for cauliflower, dude.
Yeah.
And it's all grown hydroponically.
Right.
They can infuse it with all the vitamins you need. So you can just have, like, think about how much you can have in one building.
I get that. Well,
and then the same thing,
it's the resources to run that.
I mean,
the resources to run an operation like that. So if you were to do a building for, let's say, because, you know, they're doing that with marijuana. You know, they have buildings that are growing marijuana. It's not a natural organic process.
I mean, are they doing it like skyscrapers though?
No. I mean that's a solution to any space problem. How many people does it take to run a skyscraper? Actually, a better solution is to go down. There's more space underground. I mean, like places in Florida, it's a little more difficult because you're hitting, you know, aquifers and stuff like that. But in different places, like in California, you know,
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk,
the tunneling system and stuff,
he's trying to.
Yeah, that scares me. I don't more.
Why? What do you think? Is this Gears of War? Do you think
messing with the stability of foundation of a damn building just scares me? Start making
because what we're digging into.
I used to tunnel a lot as a kid, and I would like tunnel a lot.
Well, that's different.
And I'll tunnel, and all of a sudden that shit would just cave in.
You build reinforcements. I mean,
I get it.
You know,
my limits. I'm totally cool with accepting that my limited knowledge on fucking everything is making me not see the fucking way.
No, not the way, dude. I'll show you the way.
But that's the thing you've got to realize when you're approaching something like that. That's going to take acceptance from a large amount of people for him to be able to tunnel into the fucking earth.
That's
like
true.
That. Because
that's true.
A lot of people are ignorant, and a lot of people aren't like me to where, you know, I can accept my ignorance and be like, you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
I can accept when a fucking astrophysicist explains something to me.
He knows what he's talking about, dude. No,
especially when there's thousands of them out there, and they all agree collectively that yes, this is. Yeah. I'm like, okay, dude. You all went to fucking school for over 1,000 years collectively.
Seriously.
So.
Oh my gosh, think about how much education those guys have conglomerately. But
it's not just testing and like learning facts and then being tested on it. You're doing experiments. You're
putting forth
action.
Your own theories as well. And
exactly.
To it.
You're supposed to do that.
The science community is sick, dude. That's our only hope for humanity, bro. Except for they need businessmen behind them. That's the only problem.
Yeah, because you have to market this shit correctly, dude.
Yeah, you have to have funds.
Because that dude at UF was even talking about it with salmon, man. They could do the same thing.
Oh, salmon
and people
farms?
Are freaking out though.
Yeah,
like if one of these got into the wild, what would it's like, what the fuck would it do? Okay, if they changed all of them into super salmon that are way more nutritious,
right?
That are
honestly, I think
I don't know, man.
I think technically, like, I subscribe to the whole Darwinism, evolution theory, and that because you got to be progressive, otherwise you disappear. So the only thing that's progressive will move on to the next piece of the world. So, and I see that with my own eyes, and I see that around me. So I think that like super salmon, for example, is a natural step in evolution because it was intended to happen anyways.
Dude, I can't wait to eat super salmon.
Dude, super salmon sounds great,
super cow.
Bro. Could you imagine
super
a
steak,
salmon
dog?
steak,
Actually, super
dude,
steak.
like a foot long, bro? They're like, sorry, actually, we're all out of the 10-pound salmon. I hope the 5-pound salmon steak will do
as long as they're not just injecting steroids and harmful things. But if they literally,
I don't want to be eating
like, that's what a lot of people too, they look at performance enhancers.
Yeah.
It's like immediately.
Right.
That's what a lot do. Yeah. There's so many words that immediately when we hear them, it's like, you think of this thing.
Right. They don't think about caffeine being a performance enhancement drug. Think about caffeine, dude. Think about what you're doing to your body.
Sleep is performance enhancing.
Yeah, dude. Get more sleep than other moment. He's a performance enhancing.
Like, fuck,
he has
dude,
an
if
unfair
it's not
advantage.
Harmful to your body to where if we all ate steak and the steak was infused with things to where if we all ate this proportion of things every day, we would all be fucking like I would be like this right now and like breathing more health, like everything all across the board. I'm just more healthy.
Yeah,
and my life is longer and like all of these things.
And you don't have to worry about being in a wheelchair because you're 300 pounds overweight.
Yes,
because everything is genetically modified, but
in a safe way.
Imagine what you.
But the fact that they're shutting down, what's the word? Money for these things.
Yeah, funding.
The funding. They're shutting down funding for this, so we're like, you're just prolonging the fact the whole world could be eating right now if they would accept this stuff already and put these damn skyscrapers in these different places.
But here's the problem, bro.
What is it? Tell me.
Money talks. I think the biggest problem. Think about lobbyists and
that's what the problem is. Lobbyists,
in American government. Think about that.
But it's getting harder and harder to do those things because we're all so connected.
Down. Dude, did you hear about Tesla claiming that? Well, Elon Musk, but Tesla portion of him claiming that that British car show. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I can't remember it, dude. No, it's they do reviews on different kinds of cars.
I watched the.
Anyways, he said that they faked because they said that the battery died on the car that they reviewed for Elon, and it's a big deal. They have a huge following. And he said there's no way that battery died. He's like, we checked the logs, bro. The battery was fine.
Wow.
So.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. And it's because they were paid. The assuming theory is that they were paid by the oil industry.
But that's the thing. You're hearing about that, dude. 50 years ago, you wouldn't have heard about that for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
You would have heard about some scandal 20 years ago. I'm like, that's crazy. I wish I would have known then.
Yeah.
They have to be so on the DL with these things. Because as soon as somebody hears, they'll be like, snap.
Yes, dude. Snapchat could end Facebook, Like, think about that, bro.
What?
a Snapchat could end Facebook. You know, imagine
because some stuff
if
leaks?
something was leaked. Yeah.
Okay, I was just like, I thought you were just talking about Snapchat taking over.
I'm just trying to show like how.
Like, what? How do we get on that?
How anything could anything could happen.
Yeah.
Dude, people said they loved the retro art. Got a huge compliment by the retro art.
What do you mean retro art, dog?
Our IluvM&Kshow, bro.
That?
Yeah.
Sick.
This.
Sick, dude. Don't touch it.
Oh, dude,
it's on the wall right
in the hole.
Hung it up myself. It's all on this wall. But yeah, dude. It's
look like I'm holding it.
Need to make. What are you doing, dude? Hold it up. Your Atlas. Don't drop it, dog. It's heavy. Okay.
But dude, tell me about this Google thing, bro. I'm a huge fan of Google.
Google Stadia.
Google Stadia. What is that?
You can watch a video on it.
Sure.
It's only 5 minutes.
We can watch a video on it.
We can fast forward it.
Yeah.
People can watch this in 2 times speed.
That's true.
Don't do 2 times speed.
We can just watch the video.
Do 1.25.
We can watch the video and pull it up. I'll just do it in post.
Mouse is on your side, brother.
Dude,
it's pretty crazy, man.
Spell Stadia.
Especially as a gamer. Stadia is
Oh, is it an AI?
Oh, YouTube. Do it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty crazy, man. We might be having to sell our PC. Well, I wouldn't sell my PC because of the other stuff. The 4:47 one. 4 minutes 47 seconds.
All right, so this is watch Google's Stadia event in 5 minutes by Tech Insider. So this is the Google Stadia video.
Our vision for Stadia is simple. One place for all the ways we play. Imagine you are watching games on YouTube and you discover the latest Assassin's Creed Odyssey trailer on Ubisoft's official channel on YouTube.
Official.
Notice the Play Now button. By simply clicking on that button, the player is brought directly into the game in a browser in as quick as...
Dude, no way. This is not real.
On Chromecast, on your phone, on your TV,
that's not
on your
real,
laptop.
5 seconds. On Stadia, you just need to click on a YouTube video or link, and you can be playing your game instantly. At launch, we'll support being able to play games across desktops, laptops, TV, tablets, and phones. This new
I don't know what that little background thing meant.
Me neither.
With Stadia, the data center is your platform. There is no console that limits the developer's creative ideas, and no console that limits where gamers can play. And here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on it.
Dude. That is impossible, bro.
Dude, I don't know. Google, you know, they talk about these data centers that they have. I would love to see them, dude.
Oh my
Can you imagine?
Gosh. Oh,
dude, they have first-party games being developed, dog.
What do you mean? What are first-party games?
Like, you know, like Sony, God of War, Spider-Man, the graphical fidelity when they're able to create something first-party instead of something that's being ported over.
Right.
Like, dude, they're talking about being able to stream right now at 4K 60 FPS. This is dropping this year. They're saying later up to 8K. I don't think that there's any games that even go up that high right now. It's the only reason they can't do it right now.
Do they have monitors that have 8K capability?
I don't even know, dog. I think the only thing that would be holding it back would be
our hardware.
I mean, dude.
Dude, that's insane. Let's keep watching, bro.
On that laptop whatsoever, and the game is running directly from our data center.
It looks pretty good.
Easy and instantaneous to move that same game experience from exactly that moment onto the phone.
No way.
Yeah. No.
As such,
what?
Players to use your existing USB controller or mouse and keyboard when playing Stadia on a laptop or PC. But of course, we will have our own controller that has been uniquely designed.
This is the future right here, dog.
Stadia player.
Dude, this is insane.
I'd like to
Yeah.
introduce you to the newest member of
This
the
controller looks sick.
family.
It's like a Switch controller, but
Dude, that does look pretty nice.
It enables you to access the full Stadia.
I need something on the sides though, man. I can't let the sweaty palms get in the way, bro.
They'll usually have, different designs.
They need to change the sticks.
Dude,
Make it
check this
automatically the agility sticks. I don't want to mess with that bull crap. Triggers look nice. They got bumpers on it, right?
In addition to the standard functions you'd expect to see on a modern game controller, the Stadia controller features two very important new buttons. The capture button is for
dude. What?
This shit looks sick. And they were literally talking about that to where it's literally taking it and just feeding it to them. So they're seeing your gameplay. It's not having to bounce it to you and then to them. It is literally just going to feed them to your gameplay. And they can watch your stuff. So it's not like it doesn't work like that. It works like that.
A peer-to-peer connection.
Yeah, so it doesn't, you don't have to worry about losing any
How are you going to manage that for a large stream? How is that possible? To do a peer-to-peer connection for multiple people. Even.
I don't know, dude. I mean, you would think everybody being able... It's just like
taking over
if they're able to let everybody connect at different times to that game and play it, they should be able to let you connect and play it, and then they're just watching it.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the YouTube Play series for games? Basically, or Twitch chat plays?
No.
Basically... The decisions made in a game, whatever game it is actually made by the people who are watching. So it's kind of like those books where you.
Dude, that's what they're talking about on here, dog.
No way,
you can get into a queue with people on games, dog. You can literally get into a queue, and you're literally on the queue watching their YouTube video, and then once you're in queue, and boom, it'll take you out of the YouTube video into the game with them, and then you could do like competitive games. You could do co-op games like that. The integration that they're going to have like this, I could see this competing, like making more people switch from Twitch over to YouTube.
Really?
Because the integration, like what you were just talking about, is on the next level.
Google, wow. I just hope they don't censor everything. What? That's interesting.
Creativity at every level. And as a new generation game platform, Stadia will, of course, embrace full cross-platform play. And even bring game saves and compression across as well.
When Stadia launches, we will have increased performance significantly to support resolutions up to 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR and surround sound.
I mean, honestly, dude, all my games that I play right now, and I've got a 2070 with a Ryzen 7. I mean, I've got pretty good stuff. And even when I'm playing on Ultra, it's not a 4K monitor.
Right.
I think if it was, it would drop my FPS down even more.
Really?
I would think so. Enabling 4K on my shit.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I'm playing at 1440p, but still, like on a Metro... On a lot of those games, dude, I'm hovering right around 60, 70 anyways.
Really?
So if it was at 4K, 60...
Streamed?
Like, and they're able to stream it? That's
insane.
But dude, I mean, even that, though, 4K 60 is
fiber optic to your phone, bro. Like, how do you just...
That's the thing.
Dude,
you're gonna have to have good internet.
Man. I'm worried about the demos, I always wonder, like, what do they have set up for these demos? How much of that was real... life, this is the program doing its thing.
But dude,
and how much of that
2 years ago, staged? I streamed a friend of mine's gameplay. This was not that long ago.
March 19th, 2019.
Yeah.
This is
2 fucking years ago, though, dude. I streamed my friend's gameplay from his PS4 in Canada to my computer. It was a desktop. It was a wired connection, but and his was wired too. But I streamed it and was playing Final Fantasy 15 from his on my shit, dude, and it was really good quality.
Really?
So I mean, that was 2 years ago, and that's the infrastructure that they have. Whatever kind of that shit. They're gonna have the top of the line fucking infrastructure, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. 4K 60 FPS sounds
That's
amazing
crazy.
though, dude.
That
On any
does.
device.
Everywhere and moving saves over it sounds unrealistic.
I already have multiple TVs in the house that are already like smart TVs. If it's able, like they're saying Chromecast.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're gonna have to buy a Chromecast.
Maybe. I think they might turn it into a service.
But if it's just available on any smart TV, dog,
which
like
if they do, they need to do internet Chromecast combo, bro. So you just do.
They should make it available on Amazon Fire
switch
Stick as well.
everything over to Google. No, Google and Amazon hate each other.
They do, but
they would never work together.
So if you have Amazon,
Google's trying to take over Amazon.
Like my TVs are Amazon.
Dude, they'll
Fire
probably
Stick and
hack
Mobile.
your Amazon machine, make it a freaking transformer so that it transforms into a Google machine, bro. And then it'll work with your TV. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do.
I mean, I can search for Amazon on
we
Google.
Can take a break. Yeah, and then it says Amazon sucks.
In up to 8K resolution.
The future.
What?
Developers can let a player instantly share a playable moment from a game. This could include the world state, the player's position, items they're carrying, anything the developer wants to pack into a shareable moment. The game's state.
What does that translate to?
Into a link that tells Stadia where to pick up the game.
Discord, huh?
One player, or it can be shared with thousands at the same time on YouTube.
How though?
Apps, messaging, or wherever links can go.
When the player
How?
Look at this though.
or a phone, they just need to push the button on the Stadia controller to get help from the Google Assistant.
What? An AI? Dudes, really? You can say,
Dude, this would be so good for my
Google?
mom.
play my game?
How do I
Google.
solve this to him? No, but what will
Listen,
it do? It doesn't show
Google.
what it does. It might show up.
Look, Google,
it might pop up
give
video
me-
tutorials.
Give me the world record speed run in Mario. Okay.
No,
Do, do, do.
no,
Bro,
that's not what it's gonna.
this
It
is-
does not show it taking over and playing
Alright,
the game.
I'm just
for it.
saying, I'm
But-
letting you know where this is headed.
Take your eyes off the game and no secondary devices. I'm thrilled to announce
That's
that Stadia
insane.
is launching this year,
No
2020.
way, dude.
We will launch first in the US
No
and
way.
the UK and
I'm
We
sorry,
need to hop on board with this
dude.
early.
share more details on the game.
Early,
Wanna be a
bro.
beta
I'm
tester.
willing to invest in this, dude.
Thank you
Dude, this is crazy though, right?
This is insane.
With Stadia, we can all dream bigger. Together, build a playground for every imagination. Thank you.
Crazy.
I can't wait to see the first party
Crazy.
title from them, dude. I cannot wait to see the first party title.
Bro, I just want to see this in effect. They say they're launching 2019. Wow.
How will it be for competitive? I don't think competitive games will work with it, man.
Dude, it depends on what kind of latency we're talking about, bro. It may. Dude, it may be the only solution for gaming.
They're talking about crossplay, man. Like if you're gonna put me up against other people who have,
I think people are getting over that.
but that is crazy though, man. Because you see a trailer for Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
Even if you want to buy it, you're gonna have to go put in your pin code, do
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Oh,
You're gonna
dude,
have to
there's so
download it.
many
You might get
steps.
to play it today.
So they're talking about free games.
No, it's gonna be a paid service.
Yeah,
But
it
once
has
you
to
have
be
the
a
paid service, yes, it seems
But
like
dude,
boom.
I wonder
There's
how
no
much they're gonna
paid-
charge. I guess that's really what it comes down to.
How much would
because-
you pay?
How much would I pay? Dude, a lot of money. I'm not kidding.
I mean, how much do you think that they'll charge? $100 a month?
It depends on who they're trying to get into this program. If their target audience is it depends. If they're trying to get a smaller market, they might price it pretty high and try and get the people who are invested in this seriously to get feedback and then open it more to the public. But they might come right out of the gate and say, we're ready. We know what we want to do with this, and we're making this Tesla price, dude. It's $78 a day.
Ooh, no.
A year is what I'm thinking, dude. I'm thinking they price
They're
it pretty
definitely
low
gonna have
and
some
make it
shit to where
manageable.
it's like
Because you gotta think about the
expensive
peripherals
per
you're
month.
buying.
It's gonna be expensive per month, dude.
You think so? Dude, I could see them doing
But they're gonna have that discount shit to where it's like 3 years. It's only, you know.
They need to. If they
you pay us a shit ton of money up front. And those things are getting so much popular.
Google doesn't care about. They're all about longevity. They don't care about the upfront stuff. Think about it.
Right.
I mean, even their laptop.
Maybe dude, $40-$50 a month.
I could see that. But then you're talking about. I think they're also going to be internet. They're going to be including the internet subscription. They're going to be including, you know, your Chromecast so that you can do all this gaming stuff.
YouTube Red should be thrown in there.
Dude, yeah, that's literally what I'm saying, bro. They bundle it together and make it a $70 solution a month. Anyone would pay for that, dude.
YouTube
any
TV
gamer
is like $40
would pay for
a month.
that, dude. If you can get internet and all this stuff that they're talking about, I'd be willing to pay $70 a month and stay committed to Google. And I think that's what they want to do. They want people who are committed to Google.
Yes, Amazon owns Twitch too. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this could change everything.
Listen, they've got YouTube. They're like, bro, we got you. It's a head-on battle.
Could you imagine a game to where you have it to where random people, like you're trying to play a game, dog, and literally, do you remember when you used to fuck with people back in the day where you connect the other controller and take control and fuck with them? Like, dude, you're sitting there trying to play a game and get through like a platform game, and then random people in the chat, like it'll give this person control for 2 seconds, and they could fucking try to steer you off course and shit.
That'd be awesome.
And like anybody could just connect to your game and just fuck with you. Like, there's so many different ideas for that, dog.
Dude, we're talking about fourth dimensional creativity on this podcast. That's why you should subscribe to the channel and you should like this video if you've enjoyed it so far. If you don't like the video, then make sure to dislike it and leave a comment, because then we'll still get more interactions if you leave a comment. So if you dislike the video, leave a comment.
At least tell me why you disliked it.
Yeah,
please.
because we're trying to be more creative and we need constructive feedback. If you're a hater, feel free to comment anyways, because I'll laugh at you. Don't say stuff to the camera when I'm not looking, bro.
Haters can read lips pretty good, but you know,
dude,
most people
I'm
can't.
gonna put text over whatever you lipped and make you say something stupid, dude. So your little joke is gonna backfire.
Know it's false. Anyways,
so I think we should take a quick break.
So
our next topic is actually something near and dear to my heart. Something I actually care about a lot, and you and I have never talked about this, but it's about this whole Cardi B thing.
Oh my God, really? That's where you're going with it?
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to make it anticipating, dude. Yeah, so Cardi B talked about something she did in her past, and people, I guess, are upset about it. Is the consensus that I've seen.
I haven't heard anything about this.
So
I know who Cardi B is.
You know who Cardi B is, and whether you like her music or not, she's done a lot of incredible things as an artist.
Okay.
Hands down. No matter how I
can respect that.
No matter how she got there, you know, she's very open about her past as a stripper and a prostitute. You know, she did those things. And she talked about on one of her live streams like a year ago, dude. Like, it's for some reason and all of a sudden comes back up. You know, it's weird. The internet is crazy. But someone cuts a clip of her talking about how she would be a stripper and during like a private dance or whatever, like ask a guy if they wanted to pay for sex. And so they would go back to like a hotel or whatever, their place, and she would drug them and robbed them.
Damn.
And so I guess I guess that upsets a lot of people, but in my mind, my first thought, I don't think like a lot of people.
I don't either.
And so my first thought is, bro, if you are paying a stripper for sex, what do you expect, bro?
Yeah.
You're leading dude, you're setting yourself up for failure, bro. It's on their fault. She said that she was doing it to survive. And she later clarified that she was trying to focus on her music career, and for a good production studio and team, it was like $500,000 she had to spend, dude. And that doesn't include how much time she's putting into writing and working with producers. So she needs a lot of money, which strippers make good money. And H3 podcast, Ethan talks about this, and he makes a good point of strippers make great money, which is true. If you're a good stripper, you're gonna make great money. Especially I think where she was. I think I know she's from New York, so there's a high population there. That's where she was stripping. I don't really remember, but anyways, and the point is, she already had like plastic surgery by the time she was stripping and things like that. So
she's pretty.
She had paid. She had a lot of money, but $500, $500,000 for production engineering and things like that is a lot of money.
I mean, it just sucks that like people get pissed off when somebody's open about like mistakes they've made.
Yeah, and she
like, I don't do this anymore.
Exactly.
Obviously, if they're being that open, especially if it's not something that they were caught doing, like they're just openly admitting to it.
Right. They're saying this is something that's
they're
wrong.
Trying to teach a lesson.
Exactly.
With that.
Exactly. And she seemed very sincere that it was something that she's not proud of. I think she was in tears. The video I watched, she was in tears talking about it.
Dude, we're all human beings. You have to feel some type of remorse if you're not some type of sociopath or something.
Right, dude. And
when you do something to harm another human being's life for the rest of their life.
Right, dude. And I think she was a prostitute. Like, she did have sex with people for money. So, like, it's not like she was doing that to every person, and she was going through hard stuff as well. She was doing hard things to try and better herself, and look what it turned into. She was willing to put everything on the line. She was hustling. I can appreciate a hustler.
This is too close to home for me,
dude. It makes me appreciate Cardi B more. I'm not a huge fan of all of her music, but I do like some of her songs, and I do respect what she's doing. And it's like, the whole thing with like girls getting freaking money for no reason through Cash App and stuff like that because they're just promoting themselves, and guys are just horny. You know what? Hustle it, bro. If people are willing to do that, if there's a market for it.
Yeah, but that's like doing that and then hacking their computer and then ruining their life for a little bit.
Extreme stuff is... Yeah, no, I mean, that's frowned upon.
Because most likely, the drugs that she did to them... I mean, golly, man. Like, what if somebody died from it?
So... I mean, yeah.
That's worse. That's always a risk. But most likely, most of them didn't have any long-term effects from that part of it.
No.
She probably had it down pretty safely.
Right.
I mean, not safely, but
anyone can Google how much of a drug to give to someone, and it'd be pretty accurate.
Monetarily wise, like robbing somebody from a large amount of money like that.
I don't think you should steal. I think theft is frowned upon.
Will definitely mess somebody up for a couple months or something most of the time, but most of the time those people are probably going to have the set amount that they planned on spending anyways.
Yeah, dude.
So she's just taking what they were going to take and have sex with, which who knows, dude. A lot of those people have horrible experiences. She's taken this horrible experience, maybe not her, but that she's heard about or experienced herself with this guy abusing her in some way. Like, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to start doing it this way, and I'm going to still get the same amount of money, but I'm not taking the risk.
Yeah.
There's, like, this whole situation, it's an illegal, like, transaction that's, like, it's so risky. I've always thought about that. Like, how do people stay safe on any of these dating sites? Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the...
I don't know, dude. My bro's on that, but I stay away from it.
What's it called? The gay and the trans.
Grindr.
All of the ones. I'm sure that there's different ones. But
what do you mean? So, like, staying safe there? You think there's more?
I feel like those people get preyed upon more, man.
Because I can see that.
I don't know, man. Like meeting up and then just robbing them, man. That's like that would be so fucking.
You think so?
I've thought about the Craigslist.
I could see that, dude.
Like
I could see
and stuff,
people. People of a minority do tend to get picked on. Subjectively, however you look at it. Like people say, oh, minorities are marginalized. And I mean, it's true. People are marginalized in different kinds of ways, but everyone's marginalized if you look at it, so it's, come on now. Yeah, dude.
Just threat of like being catfished, and then you show up and it's like you just die.
Yeah.
You just die.
And there are sickos out there that do that.
Yeah, there are.
So yeah, but yeah, a lot of people are upset about that, and there was an article of a man who had this encounter with Cardi B that she described, and he came out and said, "Yeah, this happened to me," and she robbed stuff like my watch, my iPhone, my Apple iPod,
Dude.
and my shoes. I'm like, bro, and like whatever was in my wallet.
That's
I'm like, dude,
so-
you're acting like she raped you, bro. He's like, oh, last thing I remember, she was riding on top of me, and then, I don't remember anything after that. And apparently, what Ethan was saying, and I haven't done research on this, but he was saying that the drug effects are more like you are still conscious when you're doing it. It's just the fact that you don't remember it. So it's kind of like you're aware of what's happening, but at the same time, they could have been drinking. There's so many factors that go into that. That guy could have been on drugs the moment he walked into that strip club, dude. Because that's the type of environment you're in.
Yeah, because I mean,
there's so many
these
factors,
people, man? Like,
yeah,
who are
and she's
these-
just taking advantage of these people that are up to no good for the most part. I mean, my family, my mom and dad have gone to strip clubs before, and they're good people at heart.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, man?
But
Everybody's life experience.
when you're in that environment, dude,
leads
something
them
shady
down a
could
different
happen.
path.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I'm not saying those
what's
people
gonna happen.
deserve that because they do that.
I
You know what
am.
I mean?
I'm saying they deserve it.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I think if
It
you're going to be in that
sucks that we all go
situation,
through-
you should expect the worst and be prepared for it. If not, you're behind the curve,
I
dude.
mean, look at the world
And
that
you
they're
deserve it.
living in, though. Like, I would like to, like, anytime I hear about somebody,
Well, to afford all that
somebody
kind of
doing
stuff,
something
it's gotta
stupid
be-
like that, that it's like almost they brought it onto themselves, and then you hear, like, their life story.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, yeah, I probably would have done the same exact thing if I
Right.
lived your life and I was you. If I was going,
Oh, yeah.
So
if
I kind of,
if my
I feel
situation was
remorse
the
a
same
little
as
bit.
yours, no, I don't feel worse about that at all because it's
I don't feel
empathy.
worse. I feel empathy towards
Yeah,
him.
that's
Like
empathy.
I just
That's
have
all
an
that is.
understanding to where
Well,
I'm way more forgiving than
and-
most people because I'm like, dude, you
Right.
did this, but
Well,
I can see what led up to it, and if I would have
Exactly.
experienced all of those same things, and
Right.
I was you, I'd be reacting the same way right now.
And you know what I think helps with that is our life experiences growing up. We didn't have perfect little lives.
Yeah, definitely.
We've both gone through
But it's good
hardships,
thing.
similar and different. Growing up, and a lot of people who are real do. And I think that's the difference, man. Is that when you grow up in a real environment and you go through different situations, you're more adept to that. And I feel like that's why we're able to empathize with Cardi B in this situation, because
I have-
she's real. She's being real right now, and she's being real back then. Because, dude, if you're going to the strip club and you're going to pay a stripper to have sex with you and you're doing some shady stuff like that, bro, yeah, there's a 50-50 chance, bro, you're getting robbed. Probably even 60-40 in favor of you getting robbed, dog, And you're like, you know what? You're
Yeah,
throwing
man,
himself.
but
And it's not
it's
like she
still
took him
just
for
like,
everything that he's
have-
got. She didn't steal his identity
man.
and ruin his credit, Dude, she did the best thing. She probably did have sex with him, and he probably loved it, bro. And he probably enjoyed every second of it.
I don't know,
dude.
who knows, but I mean,
And I think that's another part people are.
That's
sensitive
super
about.
like brave of her to for anybody to
To say
just
that,
rat
man.
yourself out,
When she had a
especially
huge
when you feel
career on the
remorse
line.
towards what you did. You're ashamed of it, and like
Good on her.
things
bro.
that you're ashamed of that you did,
You should talk about
that you've done in the past.
because it could be a learning lesson for somebody else.
it could be, and
there
and
could be a stripper out there
I'm
who's trying to-
hesitating opening up right now because
Yeah.
dude, this is like really close to home for me.
Dude,
Something I
yeah,
went through,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
I might get
And-
emotional talking. about it, man. I'm
And
scared.
listen, man. If you don't have to open up on camera if you don't want to. I think you have the right.
And, but it is a good
So,
life
but yeah.
lesson, man. But
So
dang.
so then it's important for you to acknowledge it so that other people can learn. Like if there's a stripper out there right now who's doing it just to pay for school because they want a better life for themselves, then there's no shame in that, and that you should hustle your way.
It's not
because
that.
the world, but try and be moral about it. Think about what's safe for you.
You'd
and
have
other
to hear
people.
Cardi B's like reasoning why she's opening
Dude,
up, why she opened up, what was
I'll
her,
throw up a video.
what was her reasoning?
I'll throw up a video of her talking about it. It's a couple minutes of it, but
But like, what was her reasoning on opening up about it? What was the
oh,
the
she was
lesson
just,
she was trying to
doing an
share with
Instagram
people?
live stream, and so she was talking about she was just addressing different stuff probably, and then she got on the topic of her come up and what she did in order to make her music that
So she was
she's now built
justifying it
career
in a
on.
way?
She was. I mean, she wasn't justifying it. She was more of just saying, "This is what I did to get where I am." This is the kind of struggle I put myself through, you know. But you know what's crazy, dude, is that the subjects that we talked about, you know, sex, drugs, money, violence, is a lot of stuff that actually would be censored out of Australian Wi-Fi signals. So yeah, this is something, and you know, I haven't done a whole lot of research about it. This is more just little bits and pieces of knowledge that I've seen before. And for me, what I'm mostly interested in is gaming censorship in Australia. But there's actually a bigger picture as a whole of Australia censoring a lot of content for their citizens. Are you familiar with any of this?
Not really, dude.
So
Not
I've
really
talked.
at all, actually.
I've heard. I watch a lot of, not a lot, but I've watched a small group of Australian commentators and creators on YouTube, and so I kind of have some insight.
I mean, I watch some MMA people.
From
Submission
Australia.
Radio. Yeah, and then I believe Layman Gaming might be Australian as well.
Yeah, maybe. So basically, yeah, there's I remember this. The first time I heard about this was from a game that I used to play that I don't remember the name of.
Minecraft.
No.
I'm just kidding.
You might actually know what it is, but I played it when I was young, and it was a M-rated game, so I wasn't 18 plus when I played this. But I understood the difference between reality and video games, so my parents let me play that. So the game was like you were, I guess, in a prison or escaping from a prison. And dude, there were monsters inside the prison that were trying to kill you, dude. Like some of the main monsters, you know, the most common that you fought, had swords on their, like they had their fucking legs sawed off, and there was just swords for their legs and swords for their hands, and they crawled around like this, dude. Ching, 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 ching. And they were like, dude, they were insane, bro. They kind of remind me of the Necromorphs, bro, from Dead Space, dude, but with blades. And it was a horror game.
Necromorph does not sound good.
It was a horror game. Necromorph is from Dead Space.
Okay.
But it was a horror game, dude, and it was a great game at the time that I played it. You know, if I played it now, I have no idea how good it would be. But I'll research
like Silent Hill or something.
It's kind of like Silent Hill, but no, it's not that series. Okay. I'll pull it up. I'll do some research. But that game, I remember like watching videos on it and hearing that it was banned in Australia. So that was the first time I saw a video game banned in a country. And I think it actually got banned in a lot of different countries, like, you know, the whole GTA controversy about it getting banned and stuff. But Australia has a common theme of banning mature content
for everybody, even adults
in the country.
That's ridiculous.
So it is, and when you look it up, if you Google Australia censorship, there's a declaration about it. Again, very limited research. I'm not an expert on this topic. You know, this is all just based off of what I've seen.
We're not experts on anything.
Yeah. This is all very opinion pieces.
Two guys on the
based
couch.
off of if we've seen a fact that might actually be wrong, because the internet could be wrong at any time. But yeah, so Australian censorship, they call it. They have a term for it, and they try and justify it, I guess. Yeah, dude. So I mean, I personally have a huge problem with YouTube and its censorship. The way it tries to censor, it's a little bit different than how Australia just outright bans it, you know. And of course, they still sneak in copies to Australia anyways. But they do this with multiple games. They still do this, I believe. They do, I think, with movies. They do it with all types of content. Is what I've seen. Again, I'm not too researched on this. So,
it's tough, man.
It makes me think about YouTube and how
I don't want that job. I'm so glad that I don't have that job, because it's like
of what?
Of worrying about any of that, even as a government or running YouTube and trying to because it's like, I mean, I feel like the intentions might be good.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
Like, you cannot go in and control and make sure that every single parent is going to make sure that their kids are not playing Grand Theft Auto at 5-6 years old,
right.
Which I think it is detrimental, dude. I think that type of game at that early, when, like, dude, you could take somebody and just raise them in a house and teach them the earth is flat, and they will believe it.
I know.
And you're teaching them how the world works at that young of an age. Like, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto until I was like 10, 11, 12, but and even at that point, I feel like I was old enough to grasp it.
Right.
But an earlier age than that, dude, like, certain things I feel like might be detrimental.
Yeah.
And if you're the government, you're like, we can't. How do we control this?
You just try to outright.
You just ban it all the way? Like, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that would be the right way. But then it's I feel like their intention is good, because they're like, we cannot let this detriment our society as a whole. So we've got to figure out some way to mitigate this thing from happening. People like, man, we live in Jacksonville, dude. That Jacksonville Landing thing, that kid raging out on a video game.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's a tough topic to talk about, actually, because I'm a huge fan of esports. I don't watch it all the time, but I think it's. I've said multiple times it's going to be bigger than the NFL in a short amount of time. I mean,
dude, it's crazy seeing videos. Like, I'm not subscribed to NFL, but I'm subscribed to UFC and WWE. And you'll see a video posted 5 hours ago, and you'll see the views, and you'll see a gaming one, like a Let's Player, dude, like a popular one or whatever. But one of my gaming channels, similar time uploaded, and it's like triple the views, dog. It's insane, like crazy how
the
big
gaming industry. I think gaming at this point in time is the best form of media to enjoy, because it's games. Not only an experience that someone has laid out for you, but it's also you making the experience yourself as you go along. It's the best thing of books and movies all combined, So
and it's only getting better and better.
Yeah, it's such a visual and audio experience.
Playing some of the older games, you have to use your imagination to fill in a lot, but it's getting.
That's why Skyrim's the best game.
Better and better to where you don't have to use your imagination as much with these crazy graphics and crazy.
Are you ready to start recording, bro?
It's already been recording.
Dude, your kids are going to be so successful, bro.
Okay.
Let me tell you. This is not written down. This just happened. I was talking to Nathan. Him and Jackson were hanging out in Jackson's room. No, in Nathan's room. And the one on the left next to the bathroom, that's Nathan's room, right? So they were chilling in Nathan's room. Nathan's on his phone. I asked him what he was doing, and he told me that he was watching his stream to see what he could do better if he streams again. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I, interacted with Jackson a little bit. He was messing with me, tapping my leg and then running around the corner into the bathroom. And so I asked Nathan, I was like, so what kind of critiques do you have for yourself? And he's like, yeah, I gotta not scream so much. I was like, oh, like when you get mad? He's like, yeah, I just when I get mad and, when I get a kill and stuff like that, I just gotta learn not to scream as much. And I hum a lot and sing. He's like, I gotta try not to do that. I was like, yeah, you're gonna get copyrighted. And I just thought that's so cool that he, that's a great strategy, dude. You know who else does that? Tom Brady watches his freaking practice videos, dude. And that's what your kid's doing, bro. How old is your son? 9. Did you ever tell him to go watch his content back and see what a great?
Well, I was giving him critiques and he was getting a little down, and I'm like, dude, I was like, listen, you watch YouTube with me. I was like, listen to it back, and I was like, you can do it yourself, so I don't.
Right.
It's me telling you it sometimes. Like I was like, listen to it back for yourself, and you'll hear it as well, especially with some headphones on.
Exactly, dude. Because I do the same thing. I do the same thing when I edit this stuff. I'm always critiquing myself for what I can do better. Like looking only at you in a camera. Like I need to work on that. And it's just little critiques. Don't be so ugly. Stuff like that you want to do for self-improvement. Let's take a pause so I can open this bag of chips. But yeah, dude, I just thought that was
about me when you were talking about being ugly, weren't you?
No. But I just thought that was cool, man. I wanted to bring that up and say that to see that in such a young person is so cool, dude. That's the next step in human evolution.
And I always try to motivate them and give them compliments, but I also always try to critique them.
Right, because
Like,
you want to
always.
get better.
I don't ever go.
You should
through a
always want to
situation
get better
without critiquing them.
Right. Unless if you don't want to get better in something, then you shouldn't pursue it.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you just need to pay the bills, like he just absolutely like comes down to the wire.
Like man, he's talked to me about his aspirations of being a content creator and being a pro gamer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I played with him like a month later, and I saw a decline, and I'm like, dude, like you're really not taking this serious. Like, if you really do want the things that you want, you're going to have to not be so silly because you're forming these habits. And I hear you in here, just being super crazy. And I was like, it's kind of become a habit now. You're just goofing off, and I was like, man, you were better a month ago than you are now. You know what I mean? So we're having a lot of fun and stuff, but I still try to keep them and let them know, like.
I totally forgot we were recording for a moment, dude. That was cool.
You want to go up now?
Right, absolutely, yeah. You always want to progress. And I think once you lose that, it's time to move on to something else. That's why so many people get a divorce.
Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah, right?
That moves on to my next statement. Not at all. Not.
This is my last chip.
I've got an entire half bag left, dude.
No, I'm just
They
saying.
really pumped this Lay's bag full of chips, dude. There's about 45% chips, bro.
These are the bags to buy, dude.
Ruffles.
You buy a bunch of these compared to the bigger one, and it's like, dude. No, I'm just kidding. It's like these ones are filled like this way up, and that big bag of chips is filled like that way up, like here. So then if you multiply and then divide again.
We should have brought napkins in here, brother.
Math things.
Napkins. So next topic I want to talk about. I've been listening to radio in the morning as on my way to work with my dad.
Oh yeah, I bet you have.
And one station I listen to is 93.3, The Beat Jams or something like that.
No, dude, that's what it used to be.
Still is.
93.3. The Beat Jam.
Yeah, still going on. Anyways, they have Charlemagne the God on in the morning. And I know Charlemagne the God is a controversial person.
I did not know
I've
this,
I've seen a lot of his content where I'm like, you know what? That actually helped him in that interview because he was able to dig in deeper than anyone else would by being the way he is. So it's actually helped. So, and like, there's been times where he's cleaned up his act and starts being a little more respectful. But one thing I heard him say on the radio the other day it offended me because it was directed towards white people.
Yeah.
And, I'm a white person, so of course, it's directed towards me. So it's meant to offend me. That's not the problem. The problem I want to direct is I feel like that he has, I'm not going to say verbatim what he said because I don't remember it, but basically what he said was that white people have been shown, the world shows them enough love. He's like, he said something kind of along the lines of, I don't want to love a white man or something like that because of, the world has shown them enough love. And so then, in the crew, he's like saying, I love you, brother. I love you, sister, talking to his crew. And then when they get to the white guy, the white camera guy in the crew, he's like, nah, man, they show, the white world shows you enough love. And, the way I saw that, I was like, I understand kind of what he's saying, and it seemed to be in good fun, but I feel like that he's progressed a lot recently, like towards understanding more things, and he actually talked about that on the radio. And just by any chance, if you ever saw this clip, I just would want to say, like, I hope he doesn't have an animosity towards white people anymore, and that he would get over that and just know that not all white people have been privileged, and we all go through our own struggles, and that at the end of the day, we're all the same on the inside. We all bleed red, and we all should care about each other. And I feel like maybe he hasn't met a white person yet that's ever said that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. And we all need to understand, just because you have this limited life experience, we all need to feed off each other's life experience and try to connect with real people.
Yeah.
far and wide because.
By the way,
it's important to not
sponsored.
just go off of what you've experienced in your life, dude. It's really, we have such limited life experience, a lot of us, man, and it allows for us to be in this little contained bubble to where sometimes like you see things and you'll see them this way, but if you just took a second to put things in context and take those other people and like what would they think, and it changes things drastically.
Yeah. And that's the message that I want to get
but
through.
Dude, there's so much of that going on about like down with the white man, dude. Like, do they not realize where this is going to lead?
So
or are they like trying to lead to a holocaust of white people?
Look, I don't think there's so much of it going on. I just think, like anything else,
dude,
there's a lot of media
almost
attention
every
on it.
movie that I watch nowadays,
Bro,
like says something towards, there's like a little quip towards the white person in it, like somewhere.
First of all,
to where
we all know that white people own Hollywood. Okay, the Jews own Hollywood, bro. So the Jews and gays, dude.
I'm saying, man, there's a lot of really uneducated people
I just think that's
that,
a lot of
like,
media
pick up on that stuff and they just like
carry
it on as their own
If you're
thought.
someone who's not white and you're on board with the down with the white man, I don't think that's a good trend. I think that's the same as down with the black man or the yellow man or whatever color you want to put in front of man.
It's like, dude, can't we all just get along?
Yeah, seriously, and the women, dude.
I'm not trying to oppress anybody.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I want to be chill.
I'm not down with people oppressing anybody.
No, that's not cool.
I'll stand up for that type of shit. I always have.
Exactly. I don't care if you're gay, black, white, purple,
so I don't like being lumped
Mars.
into any type of group without my permission. Like, if I want to be associated with this fucking gang or group or whatever, this club, that's my choice. But I don't want to be grouped in there by myself, like against my will.
Exactly. But you know who I can't get down with? Anti-vaxxers, bro. Come on, dude. What are you doing? You know what I'm talking about, man?
No.
Anti-vaxxers, people who are against.
You wrote all the subjects of today's show in
that's
some
not on
language
there.
that I
that's
can't
not
even
on
read,
there.
dog.
It's not on there, bro. Anti-vaxxers, come on, get on board with the rest of society, dude. I'm looking right at you, dog. Yes, edit something in so it's like.
You know what that was?
No.
The Earth.
The Earth flat. Yeah, because if a car was
the new
driving,
sound, dude. I'm just gonna.
Dude, if the Earth was round, the car would just drive right off. Bro,
this is real, dude. You keep mocking it.
Tell me about Professor Hulk. Who's that?
Oh, you don't want to know, dude.
I
said you haven't even watched.
Because they are all the same.
All the Marvel movies, all 22 of them.
They're garbage.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, all 22 of them? Is it really 22?
I think so.
Dude, what? Final Fantasy has like a 15 and it's been 30 years, dude. Marvel's in the span of 4 years, dude. In 4 years, they made 22 movies.
We got Iron Man 1.
Do they have clones of these actors to be filming that multiple times, dude? How do they have enough time?
And it's only been going on since 2008, I think, was when Iron Man 1 came out.
What?
Came out. Iron Man 1, 2, 3. Thor 1, 2, and then Ragnarok, so 3. We got Captain America 1, 2, and then Civil War. We've got, who else had multiple movies? Hulk.
You say Spider-Man?
Hulk counts the Edward Norton one as part of that, the universe. Yeah, because Robert Downey Jr. comes in the post-credit scenes. So we've got Hulk 1, so there's 10.
Oh, you're right, dude.
Yeah, so they just changed up the actor between those.
Yeah, Hulk got a makeover, dude. Not the Hulk, but the actor. Bruce did. Bruce is like, hey, what's up, guys? It's like how they change Spider-Man every year. It's like, what's going on?
You got Spider-Man. You got Black Panther. Doctor Strange. Who else got a standalone movie? Ant-Man. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, yeah, Ant-Man. Dude, I don't know, bro.
So that's 15. Who else got a standalone?
You know what? I was about to say, isn't the X-Men Marvel, but...
Yeah, but it's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
They're Fox, dude.
We're at 15. I'm trying to keep it easy and break them down. So then we're at 15. So now Avengers 1, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Avengers: Infinity War. So that's 18. Right. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. There's 20 already. So now we need 2 more movies. I'm pretty sure it was at 20.
What about Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, 21.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's not part of it, dog.
That's DC, yeah.
But there's 21. We're one shy, dog. I don't remember the last one.
This new movie coming out?
I was just counting ones that have like come out right now, but still.
I'm sure we're
still,
missing
dude, that's crazy, right? So all these trailers coming out for the new Endgame.
I don't know which is which anymore, dude. I literally thought Captain Marvel hadn't even been released yet, and I saw trailers. I saw trailers for this new what? So you see the trailer for the next movie in the movie theaters?
Yeah.
Is that
dude,
literally?
Captain Marvel comes out in April, and then an Endgame comes out. No.
What?
It's March and then April. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
How?
Captain Marvel pissed me off too.
Really?
Oh my god.
Didn't you say it had good reviews?
I mean, it was an alright movie. That was Us, I think, that had really good reviews, and it was the worst fucking movie ever.
Well,
but, hold on. Save that. We're still on Marvel.
We've got to talk about Professor Hulk, dude.
Dude, like, I've been hearing speculation about Professor Hulk for a couple weeks now.
Hulk.
And
he's got a suit, dude.
Yet, they haven't released him in the trailers. Like, they're keeping him secret for some reason. Yeah, then we're like walking through Books A Million, and they're selling Professor Hulk toys from the new Endgame, and he's in the same suit that they're all in the trailer. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a spoiler right here. And if you're gonna sell toys already of this,
really?
Why didn't you just put it in the trailer? It would have been a cool ass trailer. I wanted to see it already. Like, if you're not gonna keep it all the way revealed for the movie, then put it in a fucking trailer, you know?
Wow. So you saw the toys?
Bought it for Jackson, dude. I have it. Should have brought it in here for the damn video, but yeah, they sell it at Books A Million. You can look it up online. It's crazy.
Wow. So Professor Hulk confirmed, huh?
Yeah. Been a lot of speculation around it. I think, even the directors have talked about it and stuff. The storyline of Bruce Banner and the Hulk. And
so this isn't a different Hulk. This is the same Hulk. But now Bruce Banner and the Hulk have combined their forces.
Exactly. Pretty much they're going through some fight.
They
spat,
intertwined.
in the last one. And in the comics, they go through something similar. The Hulk gets tired of fighting Bruce Banner's battles. So, they're always fighting for control of the host body. So, sounds like, that's going to be pretty sick, dude. I can't wait to see it. I told Jackson about it. And then he ended up seeing the toy. And he was so fucking stoked.
Really?
He's 8.
That's awesome.
So he was just going, he was like, I'm going to love Hulk even more.
Dude, he flexed all his muscles and he did it.
That's like his favorite.
Yeah, Hulk was actually one of my favorite. I always loved drawing Hulk, man. The way his muscles were just so rippled and huge.
See, what got you into Hulk? Like, what did you see? Because in
I think the first one, it was the first Hulk movie.
See, when I was growing up, there was not really any Hulk shit, dude. There was like not a Hulk cartoon. He wasn't really.
Well, they had like the 70s Hulk.
Exactly, and that didn't get me into it. So like Hulk was not a thing for me like growing up, dude. It just wasn't. Like it really was not a big thing until like more cartoons started showing him, and then like he was there, but it wasn't like a big thing.
Dude,
like Marvel figured it out how to bring it back around. Like Iron Man is one of the main...
I don't know how Iron Man came back.
Bro, he wasn't even that popular. In the 70s? He wasn't even like that.
Even Thor, dude. Thor looked like a Fruit Loop, bro. I'll throw up some pictures.
Dude, they have like the perfect casting for every single character. It's ridiculous. Tell me one bad job they did casting. Go. I'll wait.
Spider-Man.
You don't like him?
Multiple times.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm just talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, though.
Okay.
Like, they've got that shit down.
The current one?
They've got that shit down. Every single Tony Stark, Captain America, the Hulk. I like Mark
Bruce
Ruffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's like the weakest one, man. Sorry, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
bro.
nothing against him personally.
Feel
Just
like a lot of people
my
could have played
vision
you.
for Hulk. It's just my vision for Hulk, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, he needs to be more lanky and like fragile and like I don't
nerdy.
know. Yeah, nerdy. Because he doesn't come off that smart. Mark Ruffalo does not come off as like a genius guy, dude. You gotta have somebody super smart, dude.
Somehow Robert Downey Jr. does, but
yeah, he does, man. Because he's really
cocky.
Dude, he's a great
dude.
actor,
PewDiePie always says that he doesn't like Robert Downey Jr. because he feels like he's always in character, and I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That's hilarious, actually, dude. Because he is. He's,
dude, and he
honestly,
always points...
he just plays himself in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, my mom said that he was ugly back in the day.
I could see it. I watched something on Robert Downey Jr. the other day. It was pretty interesting.
Dude, I like the Sherlock Holmes stuff.
I did not watch either one. But dude, they've got the casting down in Marvel.
There's one fight scene where he slams the dude's ears and breaks his eardrums, bro. The guy was like this big hulking dude that they were fighting in a ring.
In a clip.
And he's like, whoa. And dude, Robert Downey Jr. looks so ripped as he claps his ears. Yeah, dude, it's a great fight scene. And he's like, he's using his thoughts and like he goes through the action in his head.
So there's like women helping him fight?
No, he thinking so fast that it plays out his thoughts. Like the movie plays it out, and he'll go down one path, and then he's like,
"Is it a slow-mo fight scene?"
Kind in some fights. That's
what I've seen, man. I don't like slow-mo fights.
No, it's cool. It's a good fight scene.
Okay,
it'd be worth watching.
I'll check it out, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot stand bad movies, dude. With like plot holes and like I'm getting less and less tolerant. Like this.
I think the first one was better than the second one.
That movie, Us.
Dude, it's terrible. We gotta save it, bro.
For real?
We gotta save it, dude. For the last, bro. I feel like that's a good one, dude. No one has talked about it like you have.
I can't read cursive.
It's okay. It's okay. We've got.
I already spoiled it for him.
Yeah. No. It's okay. It's a good one to get back into because I feel like you could say more on it. So next, though, I did want to talk about. Oh, dude. Do you want to go into our segment, bro? Our first ever segment. Yeah, dude. Why do you?
I'm gonna rap battle you with like half my IQ. I'm only gonna turn on half my IQ for this rap roast.
So what? 25? You'll be using 25 IQ.
Yes. That's all it'll take, dude. It's still gonna be just
whatever, bro.
Okay.
Dude, I met 12-year-olds that could probably rap better than you, bro.
You eat more corn products than anyone I've ever met, dude.
What are you doing?
Corn-based products.
What? Where?
Proven to slow the brain.
Where, dude? When's the last time I ate a corn-based product?
Bro, you drink water and add fucking corn syrup to that shit.
No, I don't.
I have no idea why you do it.
There's no evidence of that. This is just water.
In my mind.
Okay, so you made
we're at my house. I don't have corn syrup here. Is why. You asked me for it. I said no.
I said, hey, can I have some corn syrup?
Yeah. I said, no, we don't do that weird shit here. Like, dude, I love corn syrup and everything. There's none in water. They don't sell water with it, so I have to add it myself.
I didn't say that, bro. But there's a Reddit dedicated to that where people do something weird and they think it's normal and someone tells them that it's not normal.
Like, what? You don't add corn syrup to everything?
It's like in Elf when he adds syrup to spaghetti and like adds like the M&Ms and stuff.
That is pretty funny. Here, play this real quick. Let me test that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna rap battle you. Yep, works for me.
Me too. So are we gonna do the same beat or what?
Yeah, you can choose the first beat.
What? Okay.
And I'll choose next week's beat.
All right. So let's go into our segment. So, you don't have to have the headphones on, or do you want to?
Yeah. I need to hear the beat.
Okay. All right. So
we're gonna go. We have to put them on now, but I'm holding them.
Dude,
ready.
All right, we're going into it, bro. So prepare yourself.
This is already nervous. Prepare yourself.
I was just making sure I'm saying the right word. Are you ready, bro? This is all getting in the video, so.
Yeah, dude,
I'm looking like an idiot right now.
Ready, dude. I'm getting hyped up. It's all. Choose the beat.
Dude.
I'm gonna murder it,
bro. You look like you need to eat some ice cream, dude. Like a whole tub of ice cream and cry it out, bro.
after you roast me,
Dude, I don't even have to roast
I'm a
you,
sensitive dude.
Dude,
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even have to roast
Ice
you.
cream
The
is my
comment
go-to.
section, bro. The comment section is gonna roast
Ice
you
cream
for that
is my
voice
go-to
crack,
whenever I
bro.
get sad. So if you make
Alright.
me sad with
I'll
some
pick the
shit,
beat. I'll
I
pick
might
the
eat
beat.
ice cream later. What's
I'll
it to
pick the
you?
beat, dude. And I actually have an idea,
That is
and I
weird,
think we
bro.
can do a beat. Yeah, there's someone playing a beat outside right now.
You said let's pick the beat and they started beating.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's God showing you a sign, dog.
like,
That you need to back out right now, bro.
Try to find that beat.
Dude, that was just bass boosted, bro. And that's just someone going by with at all times. Okay. Dude, you know there's people like that in the neighborhood, bro.
You
They
try to
can't hear-
beatbox, make a video and upload it, and then see if you get copyrighted for some bass,
Dude,
bass
yeah,
like
just
test.
a bass noise.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that would work. Okay, we're gonna do
He said, "No, I don't think that'll work."
that's just being true. Being honest. Alright, what
Favorite type of rapper beat?
Hold on, no.
Copyright free.
I'm gonna
Boom.
use an actual beat that's not gonna get copyright strike because it's
What?
just the instrumental.
Bro, I'm sorry.
What is it
What do
called?
you mean it's just the instrumental? They will still copyright that.
Hold on. No, they won't. It's not copyrightable.
The beat?
Yeah.
Why do they make copyright free beats then?
It was from the 80s.
What was from the 80s?
This beat.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's so.
I gotcha.
Okay, that's what it is. I couldn't remember her name.
I have
It's
to
Monica,
sneeze.
dude. I was like, Kelly? Okay, so,
That last one kind of hurt.
you ready to talk about what segment we're going into?
Yeah, dude, what's the segment?
All right, so we're going to be trying, this is the first segment that we're going to be implementing to see if this is entertaining or not. It probably is going to be a disaster.
No, it's not, dude.
But,
for you, I mean,
what is this segment called, Mike?
Mike destroys Keith.
No.
No?
No.
I thought we agreed.
No,
bro.
dude.
I'm sorry. Okay, this, I don't know what it's called.
Just rap battles, bro.
Rap battles,
Rap battle,
dog.
dude. So
That
I
might
think
be copyrighted.
it will be copyrighted.
Subject to change.
So we've got a beat, and I think the rules that we're implementing just today, the rules might change in the future. We're gonna try and do a freestyle, right? And he let me
Subject
pick the
to
beat.
change.
Right. Yeah, definitely in the future. He let me pick the beat, which I'm picking Monica's Knock Knock, which is from Tyler the Creator and A$AP Rocky's Potato Salad. That's where I heard the beat from, and I really like this beat. So,
I've never heard this beat.
dude, it's good,
My
man. It's
entire
a nice
life.
slow one.
Never heard
and
the
I think-
Tyler Creator song.
Okay, well,
Heard him,
it's a good
but-
song, but we're not going to talk about that. So, yeah, and the rules are basically that we just have to come up with a bar or something. I don't know, just kind of freestyle, you know. But we're going to be roasting each other, and I think we're going to be picking topics, right? So I think what we do is I give you a topic, and you give me a topic,
You pick
and
the
then
beat.
we got to roast each other and try and include that topic, dude.
Can you give me an example of some topics that you may be or
Dude,
may
yeah,
not
bro.
be thinking of for me?
Absolutely. So an example topic.
I get to pick the first topic though, so
Sure.
I could steal your idea
I
possibly.
I did the beat. You picked the first topic, but like I feel like a topic would be like Thor's hammer.
Okay.
You know. You know. Something like that. You know, you just throw out a random topic. Don't make it. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do we make it so that you have to say the word of the topic? I think so.
I think
try and
maybe
keep it
like
to,
the more you
try
keep
and keep it to
on
2
center
syllables.
On
Or less.
You know, you keep it. If you say the word,
Yeah.
but then every other thing has nothing to do with that.
It's- yeah, you gotta. Okay.
But if you stay,
You gotta stay-
if you don't even say the word, but you
Right,
are all on par with it,
yeah, no. Okay.
dog. If you can
We'll
be
rate
on
it.
par with it and
We'll rate
not
it.
say the word ever, I
Yeah.
think it'd be even better.
So
dog.
how do we decide who
You-
wins?
You pick Thor's hammer and you don't say Thor's hammer the whole time. You say Mjolnir or something. You come
Yeah.
up with some sweet ass rap
Yeah,
and they give
that's
you
true.
extra. You'll win.
Okay.
But
All right. So what kind of rate? I think we just decide based on how we feel.
how long it goes?
No. Just whoever wins. Whoever
Oh,
wins
yeah,
this
yeah.
rap battle. And I
We're
think
gonna-
that's all the rules, dude. That took 20 minutes to explain. But yeah, I guess.
I'm not
let's-
nervous. You're nervous.
Okay. Sounds like someone might be a little nervous. Bro, here we go. Calm yourself down, dog. Spin that fidget spinner, dog.
Speak to me.
ASMR, bro. All right, so let's give you a little taste of this beat, dog, and make sure the volume levels are good. Hear this banger.
Don't turn it up. Let me hear this.
All right.
I'm feeling this, dog.
Yeah, dude, it's a good beat, right?
I'm feeling
Okay,
it.
so, I think since I got to pick the beat, you graciously gave me that. I'll let you pick the topic that I have to rap about. You know, I'm gonna try and roast you, but we'll see how it goes. And then once you, do you want to wait until I come up with mine? I do my freestyle, and then I give you a topic, or do you want me to give you a topic right after you give me mine?
Yeah, you gotta get the topic and then go into it, dog.
Oh, snap.
You don't get the topic too early.
Dude, okay.
Which I'm hurting myself there. I could make you give me a topic now,
true.
but
No,
I'll hold off.
no. So you'll give me a topic, and I'll give you a topic, and then we'll play the beat and try and do a freestyle.
I'll give you a topic, and you're going first, right?
Oh, and then I'll freestyle.
And then
I give
after
you
you're
a
done,
topic.
then you give me a topic, and I have to
Okay.
go in.
Dude, okay. All right.
After you get the topic, you have 15 seconds to start.
15 seconds? Nah, just let the beat play out, man. Come on, this is a natural thing, dog. You think
The beat has like a few seconds of
Bro.
intro anyways too, so that's like 25 seconds, dude. Before
Listen,
you act,
dude.
you have
Oh my
25
God.
seconst. Then
Dude,
at that
I'll
point,
start whenever I want to
So
start,
nervous,
bro.
man.
I'll start whenever I want. Dude, you don't know how to freestyle, dog. That's why you're saying
You
stupid
get the
stuff
subject,
like that, bro.
and then you have 15
Eminem-
seconds
do
to
you
start
think
that button
Eminem
and
gives
start.
himself a countdown, bro?
When he's rap battling,
Yeah, when he's rap battling?
somebody else gives him one. They're like, "Go,
2,
bitch."
3. Nah, dude, come on now.
This is not a music
Listen,
studio,
bro.
sir.
I'm letting you know what's about to go down, dog. All right, so we've got the beat, and I'll give you some time to think about your topic, dog.
Your topic's Will Smith.
Will Smith. Will Smith, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You had to come up with something like that. Oh my god.
Oh
bro.
man, I gave you a good one.
How, dude? What am I gonna say? How am I gonna roast you, dude? Gosh, Will Smith. Man, I love Will Smith, man. He's done so many great things, dude. How am I gonna... Oh my god. Dang, dude. This is gonna be tough, bro. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let the beat play out. Let's see if I can come up with a Will Smith.
Come on, dog. Should be easy. Plenty of material to work with there.
Alright. Bro, what am I, dude? Will Smith, dude? Gosh, where do I even start, bro? Do I start with the Fresh Prince? Do I do
Will
the
Smith?
UTV?
He's the Fresh Prince,
Dude.
You little bitch. I don't remember. I had
Dude.
done something.
You little bitch, you gotta risk out my pence. Piss.
I'm
That's
helping you with
piss,
your own shit. You
All
start
right,
with that now,
okay.
it's over.
No, what? No, dude. Alright, I got you, bro. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna do it right off the dome. Ready? Yeah. Okay. You ready for this, dude? You're about to get roasted,
I'm ready.
bro.
I'm prepared.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a Will Smith meme, but instead of looking at the gleam of the sun, he's looking at Mike's forehead. Yeah. No for bread. He never goes to bed. Yeah. But when he wakes up, he watches reruns. Yeah. Of the Fresh Prince. Yeah. And you know he never has to rinse out his balls because he never moves around. Yeah. He's got no legs on the ground. Yeah. I've got 4 fingers on the ground. I got your... I can't say anything about Jessica. That's weird. That's weird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? That's where you were going, bro.
Yeah,
I thought you froze.
Talking about fucking your bitch, but that's weird, dude.
Listen, we have to set ground rules. So like,
I know, dude,
everything is allowed here. Okay, no racism,
dude,
like no like
weird,
stuff
bro.
like that.
That's incest, dog. I can't talk about incest on a podcast. Dude. Okay. So, all right. Well, I mean, you've got to consider me choking in there, me having to stop because I'm about to talk about something that I really think is disturbing. Yeah, but overall, I'd give myself about a 3 on that one. What do you think? Dude.
Out of 100? Is that what we're scoring out of?
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Hey, dude. All right.
Playing. I agree with the 3.
Cool. Cool. All right. Well, so you've got a little bit of advantage. You got the beat down, you know. So I think I'm ready to give you my topic.
Don't choke on the topic.
Nah, dude. I think your topic. Target.
Target?
Yeah, Target.
I was not saying you're gonna play it like that. I said 15 seconds. You were like, not okay. And you're gonna give me 2. You're like, Target, go.
All right, you ready for the beat, dog?
No. I got the beat in my head.
All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna play the beat. Target.
Okay.
You got this, dude. You gotta do better than a 3, dude. We gotta at least hit a 5 today on the first time, right?
Restart it.
Okay. All right. That was 13 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Target. My man Keith. No, I can't do Target, dog. What rhymes with Target, dog? Like, I can't. Literally, you fucked me over, dog. Like, literally, I can't think of one word that rhymes with Target. You give me one right now, and I'll fucking, like, admit that I just choked really. Target Market?
Dude.
Target Market.
Yeah, bro. Target. The best brand on the market.
That doesn't rhyme.
You fucked up because you don't know how to rhyme with Farget, bro.
Farget's not a word. I kept thinking of Farget, though. That's weird, dude, because Farget was the only word that would come to my head, dog.
Bro, that's when, dude, you fart in a Target aisle, bro. It's like crop dust. Got
a Target on it? Like, I can't think of one thing to rhyme with Target,
dude,
dog. I
you
really
gave
can't.
Me 2
I'm
words,
pretty decent at
Will
this.
Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith, Fresh Prince. That's like, that really
dude,
goes together.
Target and Market, and you're like, oh, no.
Those don't go.
All right, bro. Do you want to restart? Is that what it is? Do you want a mulligan? I'll give you a different topic, dude.
Shitty topic.
Oh, my God.
I feel like we get one mulligan.
Okay, one
Even
mulligan
though that
per.
wasn't implemented at the beginning.
Sure. Mulligan per. I get it.
This is going to be an ongoing segment, so
sure.
I'm sure you'll use a mulligan in the future.
Yeah. We'll rewind it, dude. I'll give you another topic.
What is it? Oh, you're rewinding it.
Yeah, I'm going to rewind it.
Think of the most unrhymable word in history.
Dude.
Go ahead. I'll give you time. Crocs.
Crocs, dude. I can think of 3 words right now that rhyme with Crocs, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, rock, socks, and cocks, dude.
Don't take my...
Listen, I'm just letting you know what mine are, dude.
Okay, well, thanks.
All right, we're playing the beat, dude.
Listen, we have to set ground rules. So like,
I know, dude.
Everything is allowed here. Okay, no racism,
dude,
like no like
weird,
stuff
bro.
like that.
That's incest, dog. I can't talk about incest on a podcast. Dude. Okay. So, all right. Well, I mean, you've got to consider me choking in there, me having to stop because I'm about to talk about something that I really think is disturbing. Yeah, but overall, I'd give myself about a 3 on that one. What do you think? Dude.
Out of 100? Is that what we're scoring out of?
Sure.
I agree. I'm just playing.
Hey, dude.
All right. I agree with the 3.
Cool. Cool. All right. Well, so you've got a little bit of advantage. You got the beat down, you know. So I think I'm ready to give you my topic.
Don't choke on the topic.
Nah, dude. I think your topic. Target.
Target?
Yeah, Target.
I was not saying you're gonna play it like that. I said 15 seconds. You were like, not okay. And you're gonna give me 2. You're like, Target, go.
All right, you ready for the beat, dog?
No. I got the beat in my head.
All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna play the beat. Target.
Okay.
You got this, dude. You gotta do better than a 3, dude. We gotta at least hit a 5 today on the first time, right?
Restart it.
Okay. All right. That was 13 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Target. My man Keith. No, I can't do Target, dog. What rhymes with Target, dog? Like, I can't. Literally, you fucked me over, dog. Like, literally, I can't think of one word that rhymes with Target. You give me one right now, and I'll fucking, like, admit that I just choked really. Target Market?
Dude.
Target Market.
Yeah, bro. Target. The best brand on the market.
That doesn't rhyme.
You fucked up because you don't know how to rhyme with Farget, bro.
Farget's not a word. I kept thinking of Farget, though. That's weird, dude, because Farget was the only word that would come to my head, dog.
Bro, that's when, dude, you fart in a Target aisle, bro. It's like crop dust. Got
a Target on it? Like, I can't think of one thing to rhyme with Target, dude, dog. I really can't.
You gave me 2
I'm
words,
pretty
bro.
decent at
Will
this.
Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith, Fresh Prince. That's like, that really goes together.
Target and Market, and you're like, oh, no.
Those don't go.
All right, bro. Do you want to restart? Is that what it is? Do you want a mulligan? I'll give you a different topic,
a
dude.
Shitty topic.
Oh my god.
I feel like we get one mulligan.
Okay, one
Even
mulligan
though that
per.
wasn't implemented at the beginning.
Sure. Mulligan per. I get it.
This is going to be an ongoing segment, so
Sure.
I'm sure you'll use a mulligan in the future.
Yeah. We'll rewind it, dude. I'll
Dude,
give you another topic.
What is it? Oh, you're rewinding it.
Yeah, I'm going to rewind it.
Think of the most unrhymable word in history.
Dude.
Go ahead. I'll give you time. Crocs.
Crocs, dude. I can think of 3 words right now that rhyme with Crocs, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, rock, socks, and cocks, dude.
Don't take my...
Listen, I'm just letting you know what mine are, dude.
Okay, well, thanks.
All right, we're playing the beat. Since I gave you 3 words that rhyme with Crocs, so you already have a bar.
I've already forgotten the word.
You've already barred.
I thought the word
rock,
was
socks.
socks.
And cocks, dude.
Yeah. This man done fucked up, y'all. Gave me an easy word. Like Crocs. You always wearing socks next to me, I don't know why. My eyes always looking like they gonna cry. It's from the smell. I ain't trying to yell. The beat went out. What the fuck? I don't really give a fuck because you really, really suck. All your socks.
What?
They really, really
What?
smell. It's bad. I ain't trying to yell. This is just a hook. Don't worry, dog. I'm about to go really, 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 really hard on your ass. You don't stand a chance.
Hey.
I'm about to put you in your place, make you do a dance all over the table and the floor. What you gonna do? Dance on the pole some more. While I throw them bills and you get some skills.
Yeah.
They suck. Your butt, it's whack.
What?
I don't really like it. It's not fat.
Oh, what? Not fat? Bitch. Baby got back, yeah. And you know I bring it back, yeah. Like I am half black, yeah. but I don't do crack, yeah. No,
That's
I think
racist.
it is whack, yeah. And you know I'm gonna go back, get the sack, secure the back, I roll out, my AK, I start to spray, you better pray, I miss, yeah, like I diss, yeah, I diss your mom, nah, but that's what my mom did, yeah, I just dropped a bomb, bitch, yeah, I'm go hard in, yeah, like I'm James Harden.
Is it over? Oh, it keeps coming out. Is it cutting out on purpose?
Yeah,
dog?
dude, yeah, that's part of the beat.
Okay. I didn't know that. You about to hit me with the switch flow. I didn't know that. Tried to hit me with the switch flow. I wasn't ready though. Now I am. What you gonna do when I come? I don't know when it's stopping, but I'm gonna do what I can with the shit dropping.
Yeah.
I don't really know why you wore that today. Did you really, really wake up and pray? God, please help me. What should I wear? I can't find a pair of socks that match with my Crocs.
Yeah.
They really, really smell.
Yeah, I like the way you brought it back to the Crocs. 3 words I gave you, rock, socks, and cocks. But I never told you about my Glock. Yeah, and I use it to pop rocks. Yeah, and the pop rocks in the soda. I bend you over and fuck you in the bend over. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I make you scream and shout. Yeah, and I give you clout. Yeah, I do it for the clout. And I'm not trying to sprout. Yeah, like I'm. Ooh. Oh.
Got a little bit more. I'm gonna take it back to the bottom floor.
Ooh.
All about your Crocs and your stinky socks. I don't really know what is wrong with the situation, man.
Yeah.
The socks are right there and I am right here. You don't really care about my nose hairs. They're burnt. They never coming back. I don't really know what is wrong with that.
Yeah.
I took some shampoo and put it up in there. Then I really, really had some smelly hair.
Yeah.
The burnt socks smell with the shampoo, man.
Dang. Hair,
really,
smelly
really
hair, bro. You should try Nair, bro. It's there, bro. Right there, though. And you can tan, though.
Dude, the beat, you should have warned me about the beat stopping.
Warned you about the beat, dog. It's
That
a
is the weirdest
freestyle,
beat
dude.
ever, where it
Warn
stops
me
like that
about
so much.
giving me Will Smith as a topic, bro. Come on, you gave me 2 words right off the back. I gave you Target, dude. Target and Crocs, bro.
Crocs was better. Target sucks, dude.
Target, bro.
Somebody make a
You
diss track
said
about
Will
Target.
Smith, so I was like, all right, here's Target, bro. That was
I couldn't rhyme a word
dude.
with Target, dog. You couldn't either. You said Farget.
Dude, I
What
said
is that?
Market, bro.
Market was
Target,
okay, actually, but I give you that.
Target, Market. Fuck. Now
Market.
you're making me confuse my words.
Target.
Market.
Like, we could sit here all day and make
Dude,
a whole podcast on
you know
words that
what?
don't rhyme with Target,
Stargate.
but we couldn't make one that words would that do.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It'd be a very short podcast, dude.
Like a 3-second podcast.
Target.
Like, hey guys, sponsored
Market.
by.
That's it. It's
sponsored by Target. And then it ends, dude.
Target, dude. Like, they can't come up with any catchphrases for this shit,
Target, we've got a dog.
dude. Target. We leaked your credit. I don't know. Like,
Target, don't shoot our dog in the eye.
oh my god.
That was pretty good, man.
That was pretty good.
So, what do you think, man? Do you think I think I came back from the 3, dude. I at least hit a 4 there.
You did. You came in and like I feel like we should have just went with that.
Yeah, dude. Maybe in the future.
Maybe
yeah.
just use one topic and we'll have to
exactly.
go back and forth.
Yeah. I like
That'd be
that,
cool.
dude. That was sick, dude. And
Like
you,
I said, dude, subject to change.
I think you hit a 5, bro.
5.
I think you might have hit a 5,
Thanks.
dude.
I think on your next one you probably had 5 as well, dude. You
Yeah.
had some nasty lit.
Yeah, you think
lines
so?
in there, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, that was all off the dome, bro. Obviously, I think that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Well,
That's like the
we're
worst.
never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post that on Twitter, dude.
Oh my god, dog.
That's gonna be our preview for
Oh
this
my
video.
God,
dude.
dog.
Rap battles.
You're gonna put me just choking on the word Target, bro. Like,
Dude.
that was like the worst. I was like, oh my god, the
Dude.
whole time I'm freaking out because I haven't thought of anything. It started, I'm like trying to get into, I'm like, nope, nothing is coming, dude. Target. I'm looking around for words and stuff. I'm like,
Dude,
are there any words that even rhyme with this shit, dog? And then the reading took me out of the
Dude,
beat, dog. And I
the
was just like,
reading,
oh, I was reading words on the screen trying to find one that rhymed with target, and I was just gonna go with it. I was like, maybe I'll find one around the room somewhere.
Dude, that video looks kind of cool though. I'm like, I'll watch that.
Like what's a person where their last name ends in something with it? Dude, target,
I don't know.
Target, mother. I don't really know what, like, I still.
Margaret?
I just thought of Margaret second ago. I didn't say it because I still don't. Where do you go with that?
Dude, you talking about Margaret?
You gave me a bad word. You should have been named Margaret. But then it's like,
anyways,
what we were talking about is keeping it on subject to Target too. I couldn't find any way.
That's all right. I mean, you can go off.
I failed, dude.
No, I think
I failed. No, you did a 3 with Will Smith. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah,
I got a 0 with Target. I did.
Well, yeah, it was a mulligan though, so it doesn't count.
But then we both got 5s, so I guess you won, dude, with an 8.
Really? You think overall point system I won?
On that one, maybe.
Technicality? I like it, dude. It's like the Logan Paul KSI fight, dude. Dude, rap battles between YouTubers is going to be the next boxing, bro.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, dude, they literally do both. Every time there's a damn boxing match, they both come out with diss tracks on each other. And it's like leading up to this.
Bring out freaking Justin Timberlake, dude.
Like KSI versus Logan Paul.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
With the diss track.
He would have won.
Well, no, I'm just saying, you didn't see it, I guess. You didn't see
KSI.
I mean, you saw that one, but you didn't see Logan Paul's, I don't think.
I think I heard it. But it was trash.
Yeah, it was. But still, it wasn't that trash compared to, like, some songs I've heard, dude. To where, at least for a fight building up, like, dude, people used to ask me how I can't watch football and stuff. I'm like, dude, I would much rather watch Tom Brady and Peyton Manning box.
Dude.
Like, and I'm even asking people who watch football and are in this huge football pool. I'm like, dude, would you rather watch them play against each other on Sunday or box on Saturday night? And they're like, I'd rather watch them box.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
Like, who the fuck would want to see Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning box in their primes?
Dude, imagine like Gronk versus someone else's.
Dude,
giant.
Anybody, man. It's like literally, it's just, I don't know, it's a weird thing. But
Gronk versus a bear.
Dude, you had it to where like they're making diss tracks on each other too. It's like, what the fuck? Dude. And then it's like it leads up to an actual fight that wasn't that bad.
And then you make a movie about it, bro. You make a movie about your training process, dude, and like come out with the next set of Rockies, man.
I wouldn't want to watch a movie about that. I would want to watch a movie about a more realistic grounded fighter that went through a bunch of shit and like
make it up,
became a champion or something.
Make it up,
bro. That is more just like entertainment content, like KSI and Logan Paul, that fight. But that's what that type, like I'm into that type of fight too. I'm into the, like, I don't know, UFC. Like I'm into the Frankie Edgar type style of dude who doesn't want to talk shit or anything. And
I like that
what's
too.
Everybody's ass, but I'm also into the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather shit too, dude. That, like the lead up was awesome.
That's true.
And for KSI and Logan Paul to be what they were, and it still like had pretty damn good. And they had a diss track on each other, dog. Like imagine if Floyd Mayweather comes out with like 50 Cent or like a diss track on Conor, and then Conor comes up with like some Irish rapper dude, and they actually had a diss track leading into the fight, dog.
Insane, bro. That would get crazy, dog. Dude, you need to be their project manager, bro. That's a great idea.
Oh my god, dude.
Dang, dude.
Some of the UFC fighters have tried it, dude, and they've been horrible. I remember Cajun Johnson, I think his name was.
Who the hell is that,
dude? His name is Cajun Johnson, and he made a diss track.
Like the food
Cajun
style?
I think it's spelled a little different.
Oh, not like Cajun shrimp?
Kinda, yeah. But, dude, his diss track sucked so fucking bad. The dude didn't even respond because he was like, oh my god, that was horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's embarrassing, bro.
It was bad.
Dude, speaking of diss tracks, dude. What's your favorite game? Has nothing to do with diss tracks.
I think
I just wanted to get to this topic.
Yeah, I can actually read that one.
Good. It is in English.
That's a hard one, dude, because I feel like this should almost be like an ongoing thing too, because talk about like a favorite game and
now.
like talk about it a little bit. But
right now,
I have so many.
Okay, talk about them.
Right now, I'm not playing games like
not
all the time like that. I don't have like a game I'm super into right now. But dude, like the one that like sticks with me the most, that I think about, that like it stimulates like deep thought for me, like, and I don't know, the Mass Effect trilogy, dude. I really love those games.
That was a good series.
I mean, I've tried to replay them. You have to. Like, I had to fill in a lot with imagination. but just like because the dead eyes, the facial animations, everything, just like
That's true. Yeah,
the voice acting was
like
not really
like,
that great. But
it's like that statue of that one soccer player.
But still, man, just something about that like story and how even stuff now with like Elon Musk talking about the AI, how it's almost an inevitable thing coming, like, and I chose at the end to go with that route to like merge with AI, dude.
Yeah,
like,
to merge with
I
them.
don't know, man. Just
It is, dude. That game trilogy was great. Especially, I loved what they did with Mass Effect 3, and with the combo ability of all the powers.
Oh, dude, it was a fun game to play.
I played a lot of multiplayer, and dude,
I played a lot of multiplayer.
Did
too,
you
dude.
really, dude? I was grinding it, bro. Grinding out, dude. Dude, we might have played together, dog. Now
we
that I
might
think
have.
about it,
I was on
dude.
Xbox back then.
Yeah,
man.
dude. We might
Honestly,
have played together, bro.
I had a team I played with mostly, though. Honestly, dude, me and my boys used to grind.
What's that one map, bro? Where it was like you could get up in like a corner and there's like a little glitch spot where you could get
an infinite rocket launcher glitch too.
Yeah, dude, that was overpowered, bro. When you could, what was it?
Put
like
it all on the platinum.
You could be or something like that. Like the big tall robotic dudes. You could be them.
You could be them?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
How?
It's like a character, dude. Character you unlock. It's crazy, bro.
Stop doing that. It's whispering at me. It's evil things. It's whispering at me, dude. Evil things. I don't remember being one of those, dog. Are you sure that wasn't Mass Effect Andromeda?
No, I didn't play that game.
Me neither.
So
I don't remember being able to be one of those in the multiplayer, dog.
Yeah, that game was cool and all.
Maybe it was like one of the final DLCs.
I think. Oh yeah, it's definitely DLC.
I had a friend that spent hundreds of dollars on the in-game
I
packs on that
spent about
multiplayer,
60.
dog.
Your Steam profile's coming up.
It's not, dude.
You know what game?
You see what the screen looks like, dog? Why would I be showing the screen right now?
You know what game's pretty cool, dude?
What is yours?
My Little Pony. Their mobile games are actually really good, dude.
Dude.
Actually, nah. In all seriousness, I think my favorite game of all time would be Club Penguin. Just kidding.
Dude, I was like, I've never heard of that either.
Dark Souls, dude. I think Dark Souls, the Dark Souls series, I would say is my favorite game series of all time. And I would say Dark Souls 1 is probably my favorite because the way I try and describe it is just like I'm assuming it's like what people felt about Zelda when it first came out. Like the game was just totally different than anything I've ever played, and it was so satisfying to play when you figured stuff out, and like it was so difficult that you looked like a god if you knew how to play it. And I remember I played it before, and like about 6 months before PewDiePie first played it, and his videos were blowing up on it. And I could not get past it, bro. I sucked, dude.
Oh, wow.
It was so hard. And then I saw PewDiePie play it, and I was like, dude, this looks like so much fun. Because he just kind of pushed past that point. And then I just started playing it religiously after that, dude. And I've spent
he's actually
thousands of
really
hours.
good at games.
He's pretty good. I mean, he's pretty good.
Dude, I've played similar games to him. Like, maybe not like competitor. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? How is he that good at that? Because I've played it and I spent enough time to where I should have gotten.
It's rage inducing.
It's like, what the
It's
fuck?
rage inducing.
And I've seen him just blaze through certain parts, and I'm like, dude, how did like? I don't understand how he did
blind
that.
luck sometimes. Just fearlessness. Yeah, so I'd say Dark Souls.
I really like Dark Souls as well. My first game into that series,
so
dude, was
cool,
Bloodborne.
dude.
Actually,
Really? Oh,
That's
that'd
my
been
first
a
experience
cool one
with
to
any
start
of them.
off with, dude. Bloodborne was a good.
Dude.
Again, I didn't play it, but I watched a lot of Bloodborne.
that first part, dude,
Dude,
where like all of them are on the big bonfire. You didn't. Those games, you start to learn, and you learn the whole map, and it becomes part of your brain.
Yeah.
So you don't know what I'm talking about, but there was just like one part you get through a little bit, and you come to this bonfire with like 10, 15 dudes around it, and it's like
You're talking
it
about
took
the
me
first
so
part in the
long.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you come down into the street.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, after you escape from the werewolf, you can go to the left and climb up that building, and
Dude, it took me so long to like get the hang of
there's
that
a
game.
lot of people, and there's people shooting at you and stuff.
But now, I mean, I can get on that part and just destroy it, dude,
yeah.
like nothing. I could do it barehanded,
weapon?
probably.
Oh, really? What weapon do you like to use?
The
The
axe.
saw cleaver, dude, is sick, bro.
The saw cleaver's cool. I like using the axe as my starting weapon because I like
the range.
I like getting into the later end stuff, like when I'm replaying it. The beginning part I've done so many times that it's so kind of easy to where I kind of just use whatever's overpowered. And the axe is so overpowered.
It is.
It's almost. It's not even fun to play with, but I end up switching to something else.
Right.
Anyways,
like one of my favorite weapons from Dark Souls is the S stock. It's the pokey one. It's not the rapier,
dude.
But you can swipe and stab with it, dude. And
see, I don't know the names of all the weapons, but that's what I ended up going with. Was like a longer, straightforward weapon, dude. It's so OP.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably my favorite game series, man.
And then Dark Souls, dude, had the hammer, dude. You switch it, it's like a sword, and then it's a hammer.
Yeah.
That shit was cool to play with.
That was cool, yeah. Because the sword is super quick, and you slam it down, the hammer.
And the combos
but
you can pull off.
That was Bloodborne you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Dark Souls, I played 3 first.
Okay.
And then I've played 1, the remastered, on PlayStation. But dude, I really want to play one on PC now that I'm into PC.
You should, dude. I got it on PC and it feels really good.
On mouse and keyboard?
60 frames per second.
I played Assassin's Creed on mouse and keyboard, dude. I was like, what in the fuck? I thought I was going to want to play it on controller, and I was playing it. I was like, holy hell, dude, like it's crazy. Game. It does. It's crazy how all games just feel different on PC.
Dude, PC is just the best. Once you get used to the mouse and keyboard, it's so good.
It really is.
But yeah, no, it's good, man. It plays really well on PC. Dude, I mean, I just have so many fond memories of it. I played Dark Souls first, and then I played Dark Souls 2, which is like, Dark Souls 2 is known for feeling like a completely different game.
That's why I've never dabbled in it, because I just heard so many bad things about it.
I did not like it, bro. I felt like I was playing a different game, dude. I was like, jeez. But I put my time in it, and I was a god at that. I was a god at the PvP. Games. I love the lore, dude. The lore is sick.
I don't enjoy it.
You got to figure out everything for yourself, though. Is the thing. You have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to just spend enough time and know that different stuff.
It's like a niche thing.
It is
to like that lore, dude.
It
and
is.
It's like almost like.
It's more the combat.
I feel like some people say they like it. I'm not accusing you, but some people say they like it and they don't. They don't even understand it.
Yeah.
Just because they know that it's like, it's almost like you have to have this level of IQ to like the lore or something.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know.
It's not like that. It's just more of like you're into the mystery, because there's a lot of stuff that is connected but not directly. And it's like from game to game.
Maybe I just haven't gotten into it enough and talked to somebody about it.
You're like, oh, well, Bloodborne actually is related to Dark Souls because they say this, and these item descriptions are similar.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, so you start to find connections. And it's like Dark Souls 2, you actually go into the past at some point.
See, I really want to play
but then Sekiro, I played Demon Souls. Yeah, we need to play Sekiro.
Yeah, it just seems hard. Like such a beautiful game, and it just seems like
nice
such a everything coming together.
I'm excited, man. I'm stuck at a flaming bull right now. I have no idea.
I haven't played any of it. I haven't downloaded.
This bull is kicking my ass, bro. I don't know what to do, dude. I've popped a bunch of buffs and tried swinging at him, dude. He just rams me and kills me, dude. He's insane. But cool. Bro. Dude. Guy.
Bro, dude. Guy.
Friend. Pal. Buddy.
Hombre.
Did I tell you I hate your guts?
You gotta work on your transitions.
But Mr. Beast, we were talking about.
Okay, worse than I hate your guts, actually, which I didn't think was possible. What about Mr. Beast?
Dude, I have him written down, bro.
You piece of crap.
So we were talking about the H3 podcast earlier with Mr. Beast in it, and you and I are both fans of Mr. Beast, not really for his content, but more of his work ethic and what kind of insight he provides on how he runs his YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is important for us because we're trying to be YouTube.
He's a positive influence for kids too.
I
like that.
Overall,
that's a really important thing for me when
he
people
seems like a golden child.
Have a platform and they don't abuse it, or they
because I can't wait to abuse our fame and power, dude.
Abusing it to a certain point. I mean, and when I say abusing, I just mean like
I'm talking about mental, verbal, physical abuse.
Not trying to at least use it sometimes, occasionally for good in some way.
Well, listen, look, I'm clearly joking. You can't ride that teetering line. You gotta be on one point or the other.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude.
Are we on 2 different subjects right now?
No, dude, you're talking about nothing, man. Just keep going. Just keep going.
I don't even know where I was at.
It's
What the heck? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, bro?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I did say that.
Dude,
because I'm confused.
that was so funny, bro. Man. Yeah, so you want to move on to the next topic, bro?
What is it? You have to read them all. They're in cursive. Oh, Mr. Beast.
Do you want to talk about Mr. Beast still?
Yeah, man. On that
Okay.
H3 podcast, like, one thing is, like, I do admire him, everything like that. And, like, especially right now, we're trying to take this really serious. He's definitely a good person to look to for inspiration and a blueprint, if you will.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just like after listening to that, it's not like I don't still admire him or respect him or anything like that. It's just
What
I
do you
have a
mean?
little bit of more appreciation for who I am and the life experience that I do have, because, man, it's not, in my opinion, it's not good to just only be good at one thing and just have one. Like, you need to be a little bit well-rounded and a little, like, you need to be able to defend yourself in the wild. I feel like if all the electricity goes off, you can't just be good at YouTube. Like, you have to be good at other things too, a little bit. And
He's good at delegating.
Is he?
So
Or does he delegate the
he can
delegating to somebody?
He can just.
Dog, I bet he does, dog.
Dude, no.
I bet he has a
Well, you
manager that's
have
like,
to
I don't want to do these
no.
things. Can you hire somebody?
Dude, he's got to
to do all those
delegate.
things.
He's got to delegate somebody.
I was just a little worried and concerned about his like,
His
when
street,
Ethan was asking
his
about
street
stuff, he just
cred.
didn't seem to
Street
know certain things, and it's
Right, 'cause he
very
paid somebody
dangerous to
to
not
do
know.
that.
He didn't. I
Right.
don't think he had paid somebody to figure out all the tax stuff.
Do you
yet,
do
though.
all your own taxes?
Me and Jessica, yeah.
You guys go through it and file it.
We don't have nearly as much as he does.
That's
though.
true.
And we don't gift money out like that, dude. That's a weird thing, dude. And
That
I
is.
never thought about that. I'm so
I
glad
know.
Ethan asked him.
Why does the government make it so difficult to give people money?
Gotta be.
So
it's gotta
greedy,
tax
dude.
some way.
So
but
greedy.
yeah.
It gets put back into the economy, bro. It's gonna get taxed anyways.
You get
Greedy
taxed.
bastards. You get
Whoever
taxed.
got that $100,000 was taxed
Yes.
getting it. Then you have to tax when you spend it.
Yes.
Then you
Then you have to pay
you have to pay
taxes.
taxes if you get it from a gift or get it.
Yes.
Like, somebody's have to pay tax on that. Then when you spend that,
You're
you have to
spending
pay
more
the
and more
tax
on
again.
Yeah. The government's so greedy, dude. The government needs to stick to defending our borders and make sure we
So
don't
that
get
fair
attacked.
tax is like about. It's like just no taxes. Only tax that there will be, which it'll be like jacked up really high, is
Yeah.
when you spend your money. You get taxed only when you spend the money. But then it'd be like a
Yeah.
27% tax or something like that.
Yeah. But you would have. It's better than 40%.
Dude, it's crazy what it would work
Plus
out.
sales
to, man.
tax.
It's like, yeah. I mean,
Which is 7%. Around here.
it's rough, dude.
It is, dude. You know? You can't do anything. And then the fact that they force you to have insurance on stuff is ridiculous, dude.
But I mean,
If you
just
have-
not understanding all that, like Nick and Nate Diaz got in huge, in a huge hole for not like paying their taxes, not understanding their taxes early on in their UFC career.
Mm.
And I guess a lot of that kind of stuff
A lot
happens.
of
And you don't
idiots do
understand
that.
what's going on. I just hope Mr. Beast isn't too far in to where like he did all those videos last year,
Right,
and now
now
he's
he's in
about to have to
trouble.
pay this tax. and
Yeah,
it's like,
he's gonna have to run from the law.
it sounded like when Ethan
tax
asked him about that, he was like, "Yeah, we're like kind of we're kind of trying to figure that out right now." Like, yeah, I was like,
evasion.
"Do I fuck my guys over and be like, you actually have to pay taxes on all that money I gave you?" Definitely can't do it to like the random waitresses, the bums,
Yeah,
the people
They
like
can't
that.
Pay taxes, dude.
Yeah, so you gonna have to on that, and I know that he doesn't like to make. He doesn't make a whole lot off the videos.
Yeah.
Regardless, he tries to spend as much as he can on the videos.
Right.
So then, if you're kind of getting fucked over on the taxes as well, it's like, dude, you just be a little smarter about it, and just
Sure.
you should have had all that figured out before you went in and had it all in place. Like when you go to make the video, what the fuck? There's something that keeps going into my mouth, like a fucking fly.
Dude, every time you open your mouth and ghost puts
Something
his
keeps
dick
going in
it.
there.
You're getting freaking face fucked.
You should have that figured out though, dude. When you go to the place, or when you go to make a video with your friend, you should already have that.
But sometimes you don't always have the foresight.
Like, I'm paying the taxes on this, or hey, I'm gonna give you this money for this video and everything. Are you cool with paying the taxes? It's gonna be 10 grand I'm giving you. Are you cool with paying 2 grand in taxes? Like, let them know before. Just don't like go on a fucking random podcast with Ethan and then figure it all out. Like, I feel like that shit blew up from there, dude. Probably people in this team probably saw them and were like, what the fuck, man? You're like contemplating making me pay for that shit? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You didn't say one word. You should have told me a long time ago. We could have worked this shit out. I spent all the money now.
I mean, he's pretty careful about what he says, so I don't think he would I don't think he would say that without having dropped that bomb on his employees already.
Well, he didn't say. He just sounded undecided, but he was just like, we were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
He's told people that.
We haven't decided whether I'm going to pay it or they're going to pay it, but when you give it to them already and then you tell them a year later you got to pay the taxes, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, it should be, to be honest, it's on the person to know that you have to pay taxes on stuff like that, dude. Except for the bums. The bums I don't agree with. But any other person, like Shroud, like...
It's so different, though. Like, it didn't hit me until Ethan asked that. It's so different from Price is Right or something like that. It's like a person doing YouTube videos. But yeah... I mean, you should know, but then at the same time, he said that he does not
pay taxes, dude. They're not. I don't think they're even counted into the census, dude. So
did he not get that money?
What do you mean?
Did the bum get the money?
No, it's just uncounted money. Basically, it's gonna come back into the economy. What do you think the bum's gonna sleep on it?
No, because Honey or whoever sponsored that video is gonna be like, here, we gave 10,000 here. There's our tax info. And then Mr. Beast's gonna be like, okay, well, where's yours? You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
You're right.
He's gonna have to deal with that shit.
The sponsor side of it, yeah.
And that just seems fucked up to me that they are not helping him out with that, dude. They should split the taxes with Mr. Beast. They should be like, listen, let's not make anybody we hook up in these videos pay taxes. We'll promote that as part of the videos and let people know. Because up until Ethan asked that dude, it just wasn't clear. He never had brought it up.
That's true.
And just like make it even more like, you know, Honey and me, we split the taxes, and it's so cool because nobody on these videos they ever have to pay any taxes. It could be even a bigger, cooler thing, I feel like, but I just don't think he realized it.
He just didn't think about it.
He didn't think about it until that first year. Last year was bad enough, and then he just was like, maybe I'll worry about it later.
Yeah.
And
procrastinated. It's like, I'll hire someone to think about that later.
Bottom line is, I like Mr. Beast, I like Nate and Nick Diaz, and I don't like to see people like, just because of their inexperience. This is why they should teach fucking taxes in school. Like, why does every high school not come out?
Because it doesn't prepare you for college.
It doesn't prepare you for life.
High school isn't meant to prepare you for life.
People are doing taxes before they get into college, a lot of them, dude.
I know. High school isn't a life lesson. It's just for you to get ready for college.
Then why go?
That's what I've been saying, bro. I've been saying that since I was fucking 12 years old, dude, and teachers look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, bro, you're the one who spent $80,000 on a master's degree to teach a bunch of snot-nosed 15-year-olds.
That's right.
I'm in a better position than you are, dude.
That's rough.
I'm not in $80,000 a debt, bitch. That's what I said to my teacher once.
No nipple having ass, bitch.
Yeah, dude. I said exactly that, dude. She put me in timeout for 5 minutes. I
was never one of those kids to disrespect my teacher like that.
I
would always
talk
back and like ask dumb questions, but I would never. I don't think I ever cussed at a teacher.
No, I never did. One time, a teacher said, I would have let you off of, the pole, because that's, when you're in trouble, you had to go to the pole. I let you off the pole if you had said something nicer or something like that, or, not said anything or something. And then I said, no, you wouldn't. That's probably the worst thing I've done. I got a referral for that. I cried.
That's messed up, dog. That's nothing, though. That's pussy shit.
Next year, dude.
I threw a snapper.
Next
year,
you throw
at the fair and stuff.
Pop, pop, pop.
I threw and hit my art teacher with it one time. That's actually the most fucked up thing that I did.
I mean, I
didn't really think it was going to hit her, but it actually hit her arm, and it was like really a sensitive one, and it popped. So it hit her arm. I threw it like that, and I meant to hit it like behind her.
It's not that bad, dude. It really doesn't hurt that bad.
It didn't, but she freaked a little bit. So
she needs not be.
Then I panicked because I actually had,
At school, bro?
I did. I didn't even.
I was holding it for
I literally didn't even. I didn't. I swear to
Damn,
God.
dude.
I didn't at that point. So
Yeah,
I would literally, to be cool,
No.
I would bring it to school and give it to people to build street cred and like build friendships.
I mean, that's not a bad way to do it, bro. I mean, that definitely
Got me
works.
Some pretty cool friends,
Yeah,
dude.
dude,
A lot of people liked me.
Yeah, honestly.
Dude.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Jesus.
But when that happened, I freaked out
Gosh.
and went and like threw it behind the locker because we had lockers in our art room class. And somebody snitched on me, dude. Like a month later, I got called to the principal's office. And they had the stuff sitting on the table. And I got
Dude.
sent to Bannerman.
Dang, bro. You were a bad kid, bro.
And then you know what I did when I got to Bannerman, dog?
Stab someone, dude?
Guidance counselor. Big dude.
You
Because they had
stabbed
some
them?
stuff. No. They had some, problematic
You got
children
pregnant?
there. That, yes.
A lot of people get pregnant in Bannerman, man.
They do. They come there pregnant, actually.
Yeah,
don't
they come
get
there to have
pregnant there.
birth.
If you're
They give
pregnant in a
birth.
Clay County school, you
Yeah.
have to go there, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways.
So, big dude.
He's a big dude. He's the guidance counselor. When you first come there, you have to do 2 weeks in this thing, and
In the
it's with
box.
him. It's like a,
No sunlight.
No, dude. It's like a classroom environment, dude, where you learn what it's gonna be like to be at
Chains
Bannerman.
around your neck, dude.
Dog.
Fucking chained
Literally,
up.
one day,
Chained up.
they have
With a
walkie-talkies
taser.
on everybody, dog.
Okay.
Him and the other guy, because he had like a co-guidance counselor, another jack dude.
Yeah, dude, they're just
He was
gym
shorter and
bros.
stocky. They
They're
literally
gym
get
bros.
like a call. They have to leave because they had I don't know if it's just all autistic people, but it was special needs people.
Mhm.
We had gym with these people too. It was crazy. We PE.
Did you have to put like the weights on for them? They're
We
bench
didn't have
pressing like
weight. Dude, we did
400
not have
pounds,
weights at
dude.
Bannerman, dude.
They were like 12
They
years
went
old.
to answer a call at the special needs
one, yeah.
one. Come back, dude. There's blood all on both of their shirts, dog. I have no idea what happened. They
Oh my
wouldn't tell us.
god, dude.
I was like, what the fuck? This school's crazy. That was in my 2-week little tutorial thing.
Why'd you come back to a school filled with children with blood on your shirt, dude? At least go and buy another shirt or
Dude,
change.
he's all
your-
out of breath and stuff. Well, he left the whole classroom
He's got
unattended.
fucking
He left the
stab
classroom
wounds.
unattended and rushed over there. So,
Dude, oh my god.
yeah, it was crazy.
blood
It was a
on your
crazy school, dude.
shirt. Wow.
So, when I
Damn.
first got there, to make a name for myself,
You sold him some weed.
Mr. Blanton comes over to sit with me. I take my chocolate milk. I pretend to think that the lid was on. So I go to shake it up, but the lid was off. It went all over him, dude. He had a nice white shirt, like tie.
dude.
And I was just like, shh. Shook it all over him. I did it,
Oh
I did it
my
on accident,
God.
dog. I thought the lid was fucking on.
No, you didn't.
I did, dog. And I was just sitting there eating my food. He's
way.
chilling with us. And I'm like, I went to go shake it up again to take a drink because that's how I drink my
Yeah,
chocolate
no,
milk.
I did the same thing, bro.
I was like,
dude,
oh my god, dude. He was so pissed. He was so jacked and pissed. And I'm like 13 or 14. Bro.
jacked and pissed, dude. That's
He
the
was just
best.
like,
ripped his shirt off by
dude, he looked like if
flexing.
he flexed, he would rip the shirt. He was that big.
He's got another shirt underneath it.
Dude. He's like, no chocolate milk on that one.
dude.
Oh, that would be sick. He was like a superhero,
Dude,
dog.
that's so
Dude, that was
funny,
the
bro.
craziest school ever, dude. We had our language arts teacher literally would openly tell you she used to do crack.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
Dude, if you brought up a subject that was
Brought some
off the
crack,
wall,
dude, she
no,
would
you
hit
just
it?
bring up an off the wall subject, dude. She would literally waste the whole entire classroom talking about it, dude.
experience
The
with
whole
it?
entire classroom is just
Oh.
like a chill spot. We're all talking about this person's
Dude.
pet dog or something,
That's
and
so
the
funny.
weekend that they had, and she's talking about some in life, and then
Really?
the classroom, the class would be over, and she'd be like, "Oh, well, we'll just blah blah blah," and she just gave us all good grades, dude.
What?
We would
You didn't do
every
anything? It
single
was
time we
language
knew how to
arts?
play her, dude.
I mean, it's a waste of.
we knew how to
class
play
and
this lady. It
waste.
was so sad.
It was a waste.
Like
of
somebody
class
would
and
bring
waste
up a
of-
different subject every day, and we would spend the whole fucking class period just bullshitting. And she was like,
She's like, you know,
she
I had a
shot
dog
out,
once.
dude. She was shot out.
I sold my dog for crack.
One of the teachers literally wore a different wig every day to school.
Different wig every day.
It took me a while to realize what the fuck was going on, dude. Like she would
You
come
didn't
in
know
with
about
long hair,
wigs?
and then she would come up with hair, and it'd be different colors and stuff. I'm like,
Dude,
I'm like,
she
what
must
is
dye her
going
hair a
on,
lot,
dude?
That's a lot.
and
of
she's
dye.
completely bald.
Wow. Does she have cancer?
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Chemo?
I felt bad, but I was like, dude. At first,
I can rock the ball.
I was like, what the hell is going on? One of the kids' name I went to school there, his name was Random. His parents named him Random.
No.
I swear to God, his first name was Random.
No.
His first name was Random. Dog, I swear to God.
No, dude.
I swear.
That had to be a nickname.
His name was Random, dude. I swear.
They're like, what do you want to name him?
Dude, his
They're
name
just
was
like
Random.
something random.
I had classes with him, dude. Multiple classes. I was friends with him.
Random.
His name was Random.
What ethnicity did this guy?
He's white.
He was a white dude.
Lived out in Green Cove.
Random. That's so random.
Dude, it's the most random name you can name your kids.
Dude, what? Random, dude.
Dude, Bannerman was such a strange
they were
school,
like,
dog.
we can call him Ronald, Randy,
Randall.
Random. Random. Who looks at their unborn child?
We can make a whole
Little
podcast
random.
about. Dude,
That's
I went to the
crazy.
nurse's office one day. Some kid gets pulled in there because he wet his pants, and he was
I
telling
shit
them.
my pants in school, dude. I had to throw away my underwear, dog. It was nasty. It was like diarrhea, bro.
Dude, it was
I
so
remember
bad.
the sound of it hitting the bottom of the trash can. I threw
The
away
stuff
my
they were
shitty
telling
underwear.
him though was just so like degrading. I was just like, what the fuck?
Wait,
dog?
what?
Yeah, the way
That-
the nurses were talking to him because he peed in his pants. Dude, they made you wear a belt there and tuck your shirt in and shit.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard
And,
them even doing like pink shirts and
So
stuff.
they would tape you up with masking tape around your waist, not through your belt loops. They would tape you up around your waist if you didn't wear your belt.
Okay.
So they taped him up. Like his pants were like jacked up Steve Urkel style. He didn't wear a belt, so his pants were taped up. And it's not like they went over the same line 5 times. They went like in 5 different layers. So the tape was like this wide, dude. It was like a wide layer of tape. And he was saying that he pissed his pants because he couldn't get his pants down because
Oh my
the
god,
shit.
they're fucking taped on.
I was like,
Dude,
dog.
did they send him home with fucking
They were talking to him like it was his fault. I'm like, bro, not everybody unzips.
Yeah, your son
their
pissed his
shit.
pants today.
Because we taped his shirt to his pants and he
Oh
couldn't
my gosh,
figure
what
out how.
happened? Yeah, we fucking taped his pants and he couldn't get them on.
I mean, he could have just unzipped and, you know,
Well, when
went
you're
through
a
the
kid,
boxers,
dude, you
but
don't
he
think
just,
about that, bro. You pull
I
your
guess he
pants
didn't,
down like
dude.
butters, lift your shirt up, and go to pee. And they're taped together, dude. What do you want him to do, bro?
It was
What if it was taped over
his
his
pretty
zipper?
bad school, dog. It was pretty bad school.
Wow, bro. Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Man, a lot of memories, huh? Well, I think that leads great into our next topic,
my
dude. Talking about crazy ass topics. Tell me about how
Let's
your
see it.
experience was watching Us.
It's gonna be a spoiled like film.
Yeah,
talk,
spoiler
dude.
alert for anyone who hasn't watched Us. I haven't seen it. I don't care to, so I don't care if it's spoiled or not.
Man,
But so Jordan Peele, first of all, I'm kind
Yeah.
of familiar with who he is. You know,
I
I
love
know
Jordan
he's
Peele,
been
dude.
more of a
I love
comedian.
King Peele stuff.
Yeah, and then when he came out with that other
Get Out.
movie, Get Out, huge success. I watched it. It was a great movie.
I liked it, dude. I liked it a lot.
So he has a potential in that type of genre for sure.
And I like horror,
Mm-hmm.
and I like
I love
thrillers.
horror.
I like mysteries. I like
Mm-hmm.
movies in general.
Yeah.
But I'm also like a critic. I'm
Right.
pretty critical
You-
of stuff. I
Me
don't.
too. If something's I'm trying to watch it for entertainment, then yeah, I'm gonna critique it.
And when it like that, just man, it's really easy. I like plenty of movies. You know what I mean? There's so many movies that I like, so I'm not like an over critic or anything.
Sure.
But and this movie was going so fucking good, dude. Like it was so freaky how there could be like a double version of you, a doppelganger out
that's
there,
crazy.
an evil version of you, and like it was so mysterious. It was like a lot of parts to where you're like sitting there like jumping around like, come on, dude, like you're fucking.
Really, yeah.
It was freaking me out. But then
That's good. That's a good sign.
yeah, I was like, dude, this is like gonna be really good. And then they started explaining everything,
Yeah.
and it's some.
So
of the
you were like,
dumbest-
oh, dude, that's crazy. That's awesome.
yeah, I wish.
No, what happened, dude? They started explaining things, or what happened?
So the whole premise of the movie is a family, black family goes on vacation, and another identical black family is like terrorizing them. Shows up at their house at like midnight and it all starts from there.
Is it in a span of one day, one night?
It's like,
or do they like wake
there's
up,
flashbacks and stuff
away?
like that.
Oh.
But the whole movie itself goes from that night, like the terrorizing stuff. When the scary stuff starts, it goes from that night into the next day. And then it's over. Dude, so the premise: clones, like evil people, like haunting themselves. So
They're doppelganger. They're haunting their clones.
The mother has a weird, scary voice. She talks like this, and she explains like all the stuff throughout the whole movie. She's like the explainer of anything that's going on. She's the narrator, and it's like, okay, what the fuck? It sucks when you have to explain shit, anyways. And there's so much explaining in this shit. First of all,
how long was the movie?
Like 2 hours.
Okay. You think maybe they should have just done an extra third hour where it was explained with the actions, like through?
No, because it's so fucking bad. There's no explaining any of it. Literally, it starts. The family shows up to haunt them. The dad goes outside. He's such a bitch. He's in Baku from Black Panther. Big ass jack dude. Mm-hmm. He goes outside. He's being a bitch. The mom's like not having it. He grabs a bat, goes back out there. And then the fucking, like, the girl, the mom's, like, whistles. And the two children run off both ways. And then the dad starts walking down the driveway fast at him. And he's like, he's got a bat, but he's like, fuck this. And it's, like, freaky, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
I guess, you know, to jump forward a little bit. But, like, somehow that clone of him or whatever, the dark version, is telepathically connected. He knows where he hid the key. So he unlocks the door. He goes to, like, push the door. Closed. And he's got the bat in his hand, and the dude just reaches around, grabs the bat right out of his hand, and takes it. No struggle, just takes it right out of his hand. And then he's like holding the door.
Bro.
He's holding the door. The bat comes through like this and whacks him in the leg like this. Like boom. But it's like tink, makes a tink sound. Yeah. Dude, from there, the dad is on the ground crying in agony, acts like he's dying. Literally gets...
I mean, that would hurt. You get a good whack
from here to there. I do think it would hurt, yes. Yeah. But your family's lives are in danger.
Yeah, you'd have so much adrenaline going.
You would,
dude. That you would...
I don't care. He's acting like a total bitch.
He's a big dude, you know.
He's acting like a total bitch, dude. It's literally yourself. You're fighting yourself. So it's no, like, question of, hey, is this dude stronger than me?
Yeah,
or what?
That's true, yeah.
You're fighting yourself.
Yeah, that's true. It's got it balanced.
I know my own weaknesses. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, like, the dude is literally walking him down, and he is, like, on the ground screaming, crying for help, like, backing up, like, he's on the ground, like, crying.
Yeah, the classic horror.
15 minutes after he got hit in the knee. And his wife and children are being separated, and they're all being, like, separated to be killed by their clones. And it's like, dude, you know this is happening, yet you are literally acting like the biggest bitch like in Lewis the world.
Or like Peter Griffin.
He's the most helpless person in the world, dog. He's the dumbest dude ever. Like, literally, parts of the movie, the mom her life is in danger. Their children's lives are in danger. And he's like, your mom's got this. She knows what to do. It's like, I'm like, bitch, I want to come in and just slap you for how much of a damn bitch you are. Like, you haven't saved anybody.
Yeah.
This whole entire time, you've made things worse. It's like the annoying little kid in the movie or something.
Oh, yeah.
That keeps messing stuff up, but it's the dad. So it's just, that's unrealistic, dude. Yeah. It was so bad that it was unrealistic for me. That he's that scared. He's that idiotic. Right. He can't think of anything smart to do. Oh, that scared me.
Sorry.
You know, he doesn't want to save anybody. He doesn't want to be heroic at all for his only son and his only daughter. Right. Like, the shit was just infuriating to me. So, they're explaining too much.
I could see that. That would be annoying.
The dad's a bitch. Then they start going into the explanation of every single person in the United States has been cloned. And they've all been kept in this facility that is literally underneath the Santa Monica Pier that you can easily get to. The mom at one point easily, like, the evil version kidnaps her son and takes her down there, and she follows her. And I'm like, this is like an easy fucking path to find.
Like, it's just like in a subway
literally, like,
something.
right there at the door, and then it leads, and it's like down this path, and you go this way, and you go this way, and then it's down an escalator that only goes down. That is completely well lit. Like, there's all these fancy lights going all the way down. everything's completely lit up.
So like even like where the other, oh well, I guess I'm.
You get down to the bottom of the escalator, and it's like the whole tire and all these like classrooms and this like big, like it's like a giant train station almost. But it's like I guess they're saying that all these people have been living down there, even though I have no idea how they've been keeping things running. Exactly. There's rabbits down there with them. So I have no idea. They're just eating raw rabbits or something. I have no fucking clue. The place didn't even look that dirty when they go down there at the end of the movie. Did not even look that dirty from what they're saying. The government did testing on cloning, and the clones don't have souls. So they abandoned them and just left them down there for 20 years at least. So like I'm like, dude, this should be filthy. Should be shit everywhere, dude. Just nastiness, dude. And all these people are insane too. There should be just the nastiest stuff ever down there. It's not. So there's just so many things, dude. All like, who's the maintenance man of this place?
That's a damn good one, bro. He deserves a promotion.
How big is this place? Because the way that they make it seem, it's not even that big. But you've got the entirety of the United States down there.
Could be like China, dude. You know, freaking packed tight like sardines, dog.
Dude, literally, they're the evil one supposedly takes the sun. They're like right here and right here. She takes them right here, and all of a sudden, like you see her run off, and all of a sudden it zooms out. It's like, and then they're like, where are you? Like running, and I'm like, dude, he was right fucking there. He wasn't even. Y'all were like 8 foot away. How did y'all not see that? I don't understand what the fuck just happened. Like, how did you not see that? He even like, I was like, what? Yeah, how did she get far enough away to where now you're yelling you can't see anything? Like it's panning out enough to where we can see that she wouldn't have gotten out of eyesight. She's probably hiding in the bush right there, dude. Just go rumble the bushes. She didn't get far, dude. I promise you.
Dude, I mean, maybe, I don't know, like, maybe it's really dark and just...
So, okay. Moving on.
Dark.
So, they abandon these people because they're soulless. They can't be taught things for some reason.
Right.
Yet, the beginning of the movie, they show a flashback of the little girl. I guess what ends up happening is the damn clone version of her swaps herself, and she goes and lives a life, handcuffs the real girl downstairs to a bed. She goes and grows up and lives a normal life. She becomes a normal human being. So it's like if one person was capable, everybody was, right, in my mind. So why did the government abandon all these people if you just needed to teach them stuff? You made it seem like they don't have souls. That's what they said in the movie, is that they don't have souls.
They don't have souls, so they act all crazy.
And it shows them acting all crazy and stuff, dude.
So like what do they do? What kind of stuff do they do that makes them crazy? Like, just
it shows a reenactment of the little girl walking behind her parents, walking on the fair, and then it shows the counterpart downstairs walking, and she's seeing all the same people, except it's their crazy counterpart version. So she's walking behind her parents while they are playing games, and then like it flashes through the crazy version of the little girl, and she's walking behind her parents, except they're like pretending to play games and like doing weird shit, like they're like weird creatures. So the whole thing is,
do they ever hurt the other? Like, are they trying to kill them?
I'm getting there, dude.
Okay.
The little girl who gets trapped down there is explaining to the girl who trapped her down there. She has to explain to her everything, even though she obviously knows because she's the one who trapped you down there. She's explaining everything to her.
So it's just a way to get the plot out, basically.
Yeah, the horrible way, because the plot doesn't make sense and you have to literally say it with your words instead of letting it just speak for itself.
Just which
always sucks.
A half an hour of the movie dedicated to just explaining what you just watched.
Not a half an hour, but still, like whenever you have to tell the people what's going on, actually word for word, it's like, what the hell? Why'd you have to do that?
Best
because
to leave it. Yeah.
You can't translate what's going on in the movie.
Or it's best to leave it unknown. You know, make them think about what it was, dude. It would have been sick.
So she's telling her that like, we were struck down here for years and all this stuff. My guess is that the government did experiments and they're soulless and blah, blah, blah. And then one day I felt you and you were dancing at dance recital and like I was dancing. And then the people noticed I was different. So they all started listening to me. And then I came up with a plan to order a bunch of red jumpsuits. And it shows them all getting dressed in red jumpsuits when there's literally...
So she actually says her plan was to get them in red jumpsuits.
Yeah. When she was a kid, she was watching a commercial about people all across the world holding hands. It's like some movement, and it's all these people in red shirts, and they're holding hands from sea to shining sea, and it's like some bringing people together type thing.
She saw that.
So that's our plan. We're going to go out, we're going to kill our counterpart, and then we go and get in line, and we hold hands, and we're going to form a line of people from the East Coast to the West Coast. For some reason.
Okay. Never mind.
That's our whole plan. So it shows them all getting ready in jumpsuits. Millions of people, because everybody around the United States has a clone of themselves. Yeah. I don't know where she got the money for all the jumpsuits, how she was able to coordinate things. She's sitting there telling the girl how she doesn't, like, it must have been so good to see the sunlight all her life. I'm like all I'm thinking about is just like things like, dude, you saw the sunlight plenty of times. You went out and coordinated all of this. Yeah. You were the only one who could speak English. You were the only one, dude. Everybody else was speaking like clickers out of The Last of Us.
Oh, really?
Like, they couldn't even speak English at all. Nobody else could. So the only reason I guess she could was because she was a real person. She wasn't a soulless person. She got trapped down there. But it's like, dude, they didn't realize you were special till you were dancing. How did they not realize you were special when you were handcuffed to a bed and you were the only person who spoke English? You were like 10, 11, 12 years old when you got put down there.
Why didn't they kill her, too? Like,
why didn't they kill her?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Huh. How do clones... The kids aren't even clones.
So they never explained how she was able to get up the escalator, but none of the other were...
Yeah, exactly, dude. The escalator's right there. All of them are going crazy right here.
Is it like a mile-long escalator?
No, it's not a mile long. I mean, it's a long escalator. It's like 3 mall escalators put together. Like three of that length. Gotcha. So it's a long escalator, but it's not like a mile long at all. But you could see the top clearly. You can clearly look up and see the top.
Okay.
It's right there. It's like an airport damn escalator, dude. They're so crazy out of their minds that they can't do anything, I guess. Unless they happen to go upstairs and get taught things, then they're fine.
They happen to go upstairs.
The little girl goes up and she switches places and she lives a normal life, dude. She's a normal mom. She's a normal wife. Like, she's a normal person. And she's a clone. She's supposed to be soulless. Like, why did they get abandoned down there if they're not soulless? If all they needed was teaching, then that's really fucked up. But still, they're not. Because she spoke English, and she obviously couldn't teach any of them English.
That's a lot of loopholes.
Dude. And then it's like, it keeps going. It keeps going, dude. And it's like...
There's more to, like, they explain more?
Bro, the loopholes. Like, dude, she says that, like, you had a daughter... My daughter came out laughing. You had a son. My son is crazy as hell. He loves fire. He's fireman. So she gave birth. That means all of the people gave birth to those children. So that means, like, sperm doesn't work that way, dog. I don't give a who the fuck is down there orchestrating that all these clones are ending up with the same people upstairs than downstairs. Dude, who is hooking them all up with each
Cupid,
other?
Bro.
Just because you cloned everybody doesn't mean that the same exact... What are they all... like, soulmates is a thing in this universe, I guess. Like, soulmates is a thing. You're always destined to end up with the same person, whether you're a clone of yourself or what.
But they don't have a soul, so they can't be soulmates.
Well, they are, because everybody ends up with their same person, because it shows this family and then this dark family like coming and killing them. It's the same.
So they're
people.
Not cloning. They're not re-cloning people. They just happen to have the same. They're self-cloning.
No, they're cloned. It's the way that they make it seem is the government did it. So the government experimented with cloning and got it wrong. Couldn't give the people souls, and so that's why they gave up on them. Instead of killing them, they just left them all down there.
So they can die?
They can die, yeah.
Do they have to eat? Did they say?
They didn't say none about that, but there are a bunch of rabbits down there. There's like a bunch of rabbit cages and stuff like that.
Rabbit? Oh, rabbit
yeah, they're like ripping apart rabbits. Oh. It's nasty. But then when they go down there, at the very end, it's not even all that messy, dude. Right. It's crazy.
They clean up after themselves.
But it's just like, dude, how are you going to get the cloned versions to hook up with each other and stay like... These people are all gonna be clone versions, and they all love each other the same. They all hook up with each other, I guess. Yeah, but then when they have kids too, they don't even like. They have the same exact identical kids as them. Sperm doesn't work that fucking way, dog. Or else we would just have the same kid over and over again.
That's true.
Like my kids would all look the same.
Isn't that what Asian people suffer from?
No. It's like, dude, one white family in the movie literally has twin daughters, and then the twins have twins. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Are they duplets? Dutuplets or whatever?
Yeah, quintuplets.
Are they just
Wait, so the twins have
evil twin counterparts.
Right.
They're identical twins, and they're the identical twins of the identical twins. But they weren't cloned. They were born that way. These people were naturally born, and these people were naturally born, but they came out identical to each other. Even though they have the same parents, that's still the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Sperm doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
Life, I feel like.
They should have just said that they were all clones.
Yeah. Like, just this year, they cloned everybody. So everyone who was born that year from then on.
Or just make it that they're evil doppelgangers. The moment that they took it from the one black family and then they escape and they go to their friend's house across the lake and they're white. And then, and then the white family is attacked by evil clones. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what is going on? Yeah. Then it just slowly starts unraveling from there. The moment it goes from just one family being haunted by another clone family to everybody now, then they slowly start realizing, I'm like, how the fuck is this possible, dog? How did you order all the jumpsuits? How did everybody have golden scissors? How did clones have clones and the babies came out the same clones?
To stab people?
Yes. That was their weapon of choice. So there's millions of pairs of giant gold scissors.
Dude, Sam's, bro. Get that shit in bulk, bro.
But she's never seen daylight.
Order it online, dude. They just put it at the top of the escalator, bro, and it just.
She never went out to get a damn prepaid card or a job or any of that, dog.
You don't need a job when you're.
I'm sorry, that movie was terrible, dog.
She could speak English, dude. She was a young entrepreneur, bro.
There's so many plot holes that it's just like not even just plot holes to the movie, but just plot holes with reality. Like, once you start bending science and stuff...
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so many people had problems with that last Star Wars because it's not only just that you're ruining the lore, you're fucking with actual science.
That's true. That's why I like ghost and demon stories more, because it's more of
just completely take me out of reality. I want to be in a separate universe.
That's what's
Once you're trying to make this seem like it's real and it could really happen.
Like, it's a government conspiracy. Not everything's a fucking government conspiracy, dude. Jeez, man.
I guess they don't have to, because one dude is like standing there days before he's one of the first people to kill somebody. He's standing in line, you know, holding his hands out, waiting for his other counterparts. And then it shows him at the end of the movie, and he's still there. I'm like, bro, you haven't eaten all this time? You've been standing there? Like, why are y'all going to stand there like that?
Yeah.
The movie ends, and they're just going across the United States of this landscape of all this line of people.
So they ended up killing a bunch of people in the end?
Dude, the mom... who is literally a clone, she ends up killing the real version of herself. The mom is a clone. She ends up being the whole time.
How was she a clone too? So she could speak English?
She switched it early on. She switched early on.
I thought the daughter did.
The mom is the daughter. The daughter at the beginning of the movie is a flashback, dog. I'm sorry. The daughter at the beginning of the movie that ends up switching is the mom grown up when they're grown up.
I'm like, so the mom and the daughter.
And it's like the mom the whole time is acting freaked out, scared. She doesn't know why this is happening. It's like,
and then at the end she's like,
you know, you're the clone. You know what she's here for. You were down there.
Anytime say, these are clones and they're coming to kill us because. Or
just act like she.
So was she in on it? She was in on it?
Yeah, she knows the whole time, dude. She knows the whole time. She wasn't in on it. She doesn't like.
So she. Oh my god, this is so confusing, bro. This sounds like a shit show.
It really is, dude. It frustrated me.
94% of people on Rotten Tomatoes disagree with you, bro.
It was like 84 or 94. I forget. I don't think it was 94. Might have been that, but that's terrible, dude. What are y'all doing? Stop being scared. I like Jordan Peele too, and I want his movies to be successful, but blowing smoke up his ass is not going to help his movies be successful.
You gotta criticize him so that he makes better art.
Plot holes are not okay.
No, not at all.
It's not that hard to make a movie without plot holes.
Yeah, just leave it up to the viewers to make that part up if you need to.
I would have been completely okay with the movie ending and me not knowing why or how that even was.
Then you can make a part 2, dude.
It would have freaked me out even more.
You can do a part 2 where it's just like a nature documentary, but it's the mom doing like the creepy whisper voiceover. So she changes her voice halfway through? Or no, it's the other mom. Oh,
The mom,
has a raspy
at the beginning,
voice.
she like the clone version reaches out and chokes her unconscious. But it's like, dude, I watch UFC and I've trained jiu-jitsu. Big ass muscle dudes choke motherfuckers out, and they don't have damage to their vocal cords the rest of their life. The whole reason she talks like this is not because she's scary. Like, it makes it seem like she's scary and she talks like that.
She's like,
I'm talking like this because you
like,
fucked my vocal cords up when we were 10.
She's like, at the end of the movie, she just like takes a sip of water and she's like, oh, thank God, I feel so much better now. She's like all normal now.
If I was the clone...
So wait, she didn't like write a message like, I'm not here to hurt you? But so she was with the other clones to kill them anyways?
No. She was not in on it. Like, she left them down there at that time. She left them down there. She handcuffed the real version of herself down there and went back up the escalator.
No. And so what I'm
went
saying,
and chilled with her family, grew up as her,
Yeah.
got a husband. But then when they started
They didn't notice
attacking,
at first.
dude, she's telling her husband, she's like, when I was a little girl, like I saw a version of myself and it freaked me out. I've been feeling like this person is gonna come get me my entire life. Like, she's freaked out. Like, I'm like, bro, you know what it was.
That's weird.
You know that you're the evil one, really.
But she was not trying to kill them. She was just trying to live a normal life.
She was just trying to live a normal life. The one who got stuck down there
Was trying to kill them.
She's the one who plotted this whole thing. And was like, okay, you stuck me down here. Instead of just, once I got unstuck from the bed, I'm going to walk up the escalator and escape and be like, I'm the real me. That girl kidnapped me. I'm going to stay down here with these crazy motherfuckers. For years. I'm going to and come up with a plan to mess the world up.
That's so funny, bro. Dang, dude.
She was handcuffed too, dude. And this girl, like, she had some sick pair of handcuffs. I'm like, where'd you get those? Then, like, how'd you get out? How'd those crazy people help you get out? Like, what?
She learned how to
Nothing makes sense.
With them.
And if you're the clone and you know as soon as this girl shows up,
right, you
I'm
would
gonna kill
immediately
her.
think, yeah, you wouldn't think.
Like, I'm not letting any of this go down, dude. No, how'd you escape?
Yeah.
Nope.
Boom. I got a shotgun, a fucking bear trap right at the front door ready for you.
I would have told my husband and be like, oh, they're clones of us. They're evil. They're here to kill us.
Right.
I screwed this girl over when I was younger, and she's here to kill us, dude.
Technically soulless.
Like, the mom doesn't want to say anything. She acts like she doesn't know what's going on. She's crying. She's freaked out. Yeah. She's like, what do you want? It's like, you know what she wants, man. You stuck her down there as a kid. You did it to her. You were like 10, 11, 12. Somewhere around there. You definitely remember that.
She's like, oh, I forgot. Dang, that's so long ago. I forgot about that part of my life where I didn't fucking speak English.
Like, I'm so scared that girl's gonna get out and come after me.
She's like, who are? Oh, I remember you now. You're my clone. She didn't get a good view of her. Is what it was.
Dude, it was just like, what in the world?
She wasn't wearing her glasses, dude. That's funny.
Yeah, it was a bad movie, man.
So,
I don't recommend it.
What would you rate it, man?
A fucking negative 5.
Negative 5, dude.
No, honestly, man, it's almost like two different movies. The scary stuff at the beginning, the thriller stuff, was really, really, really high level. But the part, like the writing for the husband was fucking terrible, dude. Like, it was so bad. None of that was realistic. None of his actions would ever happen in real life. No husband in their right mind would ever act like that. So that was horrible. That drops it down significantly for me. And then all of the plot holes, dude, like bring it down like a 2.
Yeah, 2, really. At the end of it all,
it was that bad, dude.
Dang,
it was that bad of an explanation.
Well, I think on that note, dude, we should probably end it there, bro. I don't think that this podcast would ever be rated as a 2. I think, dude, we're closely approaching the #1 podcast in the world, up there with Logan Paul's Impulsive, up there with Joe Rogan, with the Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, we're already number one creative.
Dude, we're already #1 creative. We're already coming up with topics that are more advanced than any society has ever been before. We've come up with a cure to cancer.
Atlantis was pretty advanced, but
I can't say that, actually. So, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy anything, please make sure to subscribe. We really need subscribers so that
join the club,
so we can get ads on our videos and make money off of this and actually do this full time.
I'm not in it for the money, all right?
Dude, I'm in it for the money, dude. If I'm not getting money from this, what's the point, bro?
Listen, fuck you.
You gotta
I'll take
secure
care
the
of this
bag,
guy
dude.
off camera.
We need sponsors.
Don't worry about what he's saying. Sponsors, yes. I'm down for sponsors. I'm down to rep things that I like.
Yes, if any sponsors
if Funimation wants to sponsor this podcast,
Funimation would be sick, dude.
Dude, you imagine?
Be awesome.
They don't even sponsor.
Money.
Funimation is the damn English version.
I know.
Them, okay.
I know,
so they don't. It wouldn't be subbed.
No, Funimation does Japanese too.
I thought that was Toei. Funimation is the American part of it. I thought.
I guess Funimation does just do the English dubs. So. Yeah, you're right. Anyways, yeah, if you want to sponsor our podcast, while we're at a measly 100 million billion views on our podcast,
get it now while it's hot.
Let us
because
know.
This isn't gonna be here for long. Okay?
That's true.
We're not just gonna be having our pants halfway down, showing our ass for a long.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going back up. And your opportunity is going to be.
That's true. Our prices are quickly increasing. I think we started
pretty much.
We set the bar at 100,000 each per sponsorship.
If you came to us with a sponsorship right now, pretty much what I was saying, fuck this in the ass right now while you can, because
we'll only $100,000.
We'll take any deal. We'll take $5.
I have a minimum of 100,000.
You can sponsor this podcast for free at the moment.
You can sponsor this podcast for $100,000 worth of merchandise if you need to.
We're on completely different wavelengths, I think. We're pushing two different. I'm like, for free. Listen, you're like $5 million.
Listen, dude, I'm
free.
Look, I was in
$4 million.
Bro. I'm spitting game right now.
Me too. I was trying, but we're spitting game with two different people.
It's true. Who are you spitting game at? I'm spitting game at sponsors, bro. Broke people aren't gonna sponsor this. I'm talking about real sponsors, dude.
I'm talking to my friends right now. If you got like something that you're thinking about doing, you just like new startup project, you can sponsor us. We'll shout your stuff out.
Yeah, you know what? We should do a segment like that where we talk about different people doing different things and just shout them out, dude. Dude, Jesus Christ, bro. Shout out to Jesus Christ.
Nope. Subscribers, no problems.
Dude, shout out to that Hispanic fella that's like makes raps about Jesus, bro. He's super passionate about Jesus. Jesus Christ, bro. You know?
Dude.
Shout out. Shouts out to that guy.
Shout out to Jake Paul.
Dude. Jake Paul, get your life together, bro.
Get your hand wrapped, dog.
Shout out to Charlemagne
Don't be
the God.
letting cuts infect your muscles.
Yeah. Shout out to Charlemagne the God, bro. White people love you too.
I mean, I don't love him. I got love for everybody. I got a little bit of love.
Yeah.
But like,
what
he's super disrespectful, dog.
Yeah, and someone needs to love him through it, dude. And so, you know what? When he says something disrespectful,
I'm sure he's had plenty of people try to give him advice and give him. I haven't listened to anything recent, but anyways, let's move on from that.
Dude, all right. Well, also buy our merch.
Links always in the description. I hope y'all got the links in the last video.
Mm-hmm. Well,
got a lot of clicks.
Ago now.
Got a lot of clicks. It's gonna be in all the videos.
Dude,
what are you talking about? The links of merch is in every video.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right.